This is the golden era. One, two. What's going on, world? Welcome back to the Golden Era Podcast, where we talk about that real shit, straight up hip hop and rap, the music, none of that fake shit, none of that fake beef, none of that bullshit. So, today we might get into some of that though, because on this episode, we're going to do a 2018 year in review. So, I think 2018 was a dope ass year. I got some returning guests. My brother, MG. Marcus, what's going on?
What up?
Got my other homie, Shamar. What's going on?
Yo.
Y'all remember him from these cats from the last episode 7. So we right back at episode 8.
Yeah.
I said, man, let's do a year-end review of 2018, because I just thought 2018, man, was a dope-ass fucking year. You know what I'm saying?
I think it was probably one of the better years in a long time.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, I kind of think it might have been the best.
It's been a good one. Yeah. So
not the top of the tier music, but definitely I think it was the best as far as releases and
a lot of dope shit.
Multiple cats dropped some ill shit.
Yeah. So before we get into that, just make sure everybody follow at Golden Era Podcast on IG, goldenerapodcast.com. If you look in the back, you see I got the dope art once again. I'm not selling any of those. That's from my personal collection. That was just kind of for the background, but I do have other ones for sale on the website. So check it out, goldenerapodcast.com. Check out some of the Golden Era art. I got some pieces up there for sale. If you like the shit, go for it. Also check out Spotify playlist, the Golden Era Podcast playlist. All the new shit that we listening to over here. I try to keep up with it, man. New albums dropping on Fridays, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So remember when it used to be Tuesdays and shit, but it's Fridays now. So every Friday, man, throw some dope shit in there. So just make sure y'all follow it, man. iTunes, SoundCloud, Spotify, fucking Stitcher, TuneIn. Actually, been putting them on YouTube too, man. So if you want to catch the episode, make sure y'all leave some comments, some feedback. You know what I mean? Especially on this episode, the 2018.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It ain't your regular smeggler.
Nah.
Yeah.
It kind of reminded me back in the 90s when shit was just dropping every week. It was somebody was coming with something.
I think I was talking to you about this though. Maybe last week we was talking on the phone. I was like, when I was discussing this episode, I was like, dog, I think we're gonna look back on 2018, and be like, it was a dope ass year, like how we look back at like 96.
Man,
you know what I
so
mean?
much
In
shit.
2000, shit like that.
Yeah.
We're gonna look back on 2018, man, and be like, that was a dope ass year, man.
It's so much shit that was put out this year. It's just so hard to absorb it.
And I think cats was like trying to top each other. Like, okay.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so Nas dropped, so now I gotta come with it.
You gotta come with something.
Or who else dropped? Like Styles dropped a couple of them.
Styles did 4 this year.
Styles
so now I gotta come with it. Yeah.
4.
Four.
Yeah.
4.
So yeah, that's kind of, 2018 was a dope ass year,
Everybody,
man.
a lot of people say, well, man, hip hop did. Hip hop is in fine. It's perfect
It's
right
in
now.
perfect shape.
The only
man.
thing is, you have to do your research.
You gotta
look
go.
for it.
You gotta
You
look
can't
for it.
settle for the mainstream shit or whatever the radio's pushing. You gotta
Gotta
dig
go get it
deeper.
now. Yep.
Dig deeper.
Can't
It's
be lazy.
2018.
Yeah.
I mean, the technology and the way, the cycles move with music and being able to put stuff out on your own and all the other stuff, the way it moved, man, it's only going to, and then the sheer volume of what people putting out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It done got to the point where cats just put out singles, not even fucking albums no more. They just putting out singles. I mean, they've been doing that in dancehall forever, but, and rap, that's kind of,
That's
a
what it's
newer
about now.
modern thing, the past few years. Cats just throw out a bunch of motherfucking singles and hopefully one of them hit.
Yep.
And then bam, maybe we'll put it on the album. You
Yep.
know what I'm saying?
That's that Soldier Boy shit.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
created that monster.
Yeah, man. So it's just so much shit just coming out. And then you just got so many cats that can just do music at any fucking given time. Like I'm sitting here recording this podcast. I just got my laptop, and I got some shit under the table, but a cat can record a song and everything. All you need is a fucking laptop.
Yep.
You can plug the microphone right into the side of the motherfucking laptop.
Word. The whole world can hear your shit.
Yeah, so
I think
just the sheer volume, and then also I think the diminishing, I guess I would want to say, gains of a record label are gone now. You
Right,
know what I mean? Like
right.
cats don't need a record label
Nope.
Not at
no
all.
more. So.
Nope.
I mean, when you get to superstar status, you kind of do because you need somebody to handle all
Yeah,
that
all that
extra
shit.
all
shit.
that other shit. Yeah.
But if you ain't at that point, you don't need no label.
Nope.
And you're gonna eat just like the rest of them.
And everybody, it seems like cats, they caring about the quality of the music now, because for a few years, everybody been hearing about all this so-called mumble rap and all that.
Yeah.
So they like, man, we bringing this shit back to the essence of what it was and what it's supposed to be.
And that shit is still out here.
Yeah, it's still here.
But like you
ain't
said,
going
though,
nowhere.
it did seem like that this year that
It's dying off though.
it's starting to get there. Hope the trap sound and all that is starting to.
Well, that trap, I just feel
Sound.
like that shit's like the plague right now.
Yeah, it ain't going nowhere. Niggas
Niggas from
coughing
New
shit.
York on that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Everybody.
spreading that shit around.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I think Cass did. It did seem like this year that Cass did try a little harder to put out more just dope shit.
Yep.
So
You getting a lot of cats working together, like people you wouldn't normally think would be working together for the music and the culture. They started to work together. You see this cat working with, they like, oh, he got an album with so and so. Like, okay, that's gonna be dope. So now you're looking for it.
yeah,
Right.
yeah, man. So that's it. 2018 it's been a really dope year, man. So on this episode, man, we're gonna get into the dopest albums of the year. It's like we said, so many albums came out this year,
We ain't
and
gonna
of course
get to
we ain't
all
gonna
of
sit
them.
here and talk about all of them, but we just gonna talk about the dopest shit to us.
Word,
You
right,
know what I
right,
mean?
right, word.
Like,
It might not be your Avi,
yeah, it might not be for everybody, but this the Golden Era podcast, and this shit ain't for everybody.
And
we
you know what I'm
straight
saying?
hip hop.
if you ain't heard of these cats or you ain't heard this music,
Go and check it out.
do your
go
research.
man. Go look it up and give it a listen.
Hey, pick up a book.
Yep. You
Yeah,
might like it.
You might like it, man. It might be some dope shit that you might like. So
If you like hip hop.
Right.
yeah, if you like hip hop. So we're gonna get to our dopest albums of the year. Then we're gonna get into each of our album of the year, like our just one album that we just like, okay, this shit is
Man,
the
that's
one
a
that
fucking
stood out the
battle.
year. We're gonna also can't talk about dope shit without talking about whack shit. So we're gonna throw out some whack
That's
shit
gonna
of
be
the year.
interesting.
Yeah, man, some whack shit of the year. I've heard a couple
Yeah, man.
whack things this year, man. Even from some artists that I used to listen to. It's like, man, that didn't sound too good.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So it ain't just the whack mama rappers we gonna talk about on this show. It's other shit that came out that I was like,
Like I ain't feeling
could have
that.
kept that one. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right,
So we're gonna get into a nice up and comer, some new shit. Maybe I know Shamar was talking, like maybe the underrated cat that might have, stood out more in 2018. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Somebody that was underrated, up and comer, or even a new young cat that kind of burst on the scene that you might be like, okay, he might, maybe
Yeah.
he got a year or two in the game, and in 2018 he dropped something you like, oh shit, and then I wanted to get into, this is the one where I said we might get into some bullshit on this show that I don't want to talk about. But a moment in the year, man, in hip hop, rap, that just stood out to you the most. You know what I mean?
I was thinking about that last night.
I'm thinking about that shit right now.
Yeah,
It's hard.
something from this year that stood out to you the most, man, within hip hop, the culture. It ain't gotta just be the music, it could be anything. But I don't care what it is this episode, even though I don't like the gossip and all that bullshit. But whatever, it's just something that stood out in hip hop, man, and rap, the culture this year, man, that stood out to you. So that'll be the topics we gonna kind of try to get into, man. So let's get into some of the dopest albums that came out this year. Because like we said,
Ooh.
it was a lot of them.
A lot.
Whole lot.
We might all have a few that's probably the same, but
Most definitely.
you know,
Oh yeah, most definitely we gonna have some that's the same, but it was just so many, man. I'm tempted to go here by month and just kind of pick some that was dope that month. Y'all might have them.
I got a list for
I'd
the
say-
ill shit, and I'm trying to make the weakest shit out of the ill shit.
Yeah,
the one,
dog,
you know what I
like
mean?
trying to pick through it and shit. Like,
Yeah,
man, is it
I
one
don't
in
know.
here? That's when it's so much. You like, damn, what I'm gonna pick, what I'm gonna do. So I just start, man, like January, because Dave East, the Paranoia 2. I think you
loved
said
it.
you liked that.
I loved
yep.
it. I
That's
loved
what you had on your list.
it. Yeah, I loved it. Paranoia 1 was whack, but 2 was
See,
dope.
that's where I kind of got a bad taste because I heard that one. I'm like, eh.
1 was whack. 2 was
Yeah.
dope.
Like
I think he rejuvenated himself.
I gotta
on that joint.
really sit down and get back
You
on
got
some Dave East.
You
'cause
gotta fuck with East. East is bringing like that 90s shit.
Yeah,
you know what I
you
mean?
know what?
I'm gonna sit here and say I didn't really listen to that album.
he gonna be in Atlanta
You know
coming
what I
up in a
mean?
couple weeks. I might go see that nigga, man.
Fuck with him.
Yeah, I think I'm
So
gonna go.
what is it like? Is it like the Beloved, like him and Styles, or is it different than that? Because I didn't listen. I admit I didn't listen to it.
It's like that, but I mean, East is straight up like New York shit.
I mean, I know who his rhymes.
New
I'm
York
saying that
shit.
album specifically. He has some dope
Paranoia
production.
2?
Yeah, he has some dope
Oh, it was
production
dope.
on there.
all the way through and through.
All right.
Way better
I'm
than
gonna
the
have to
first.
go back and really listen to it because a lot of times I'll put it on and I'll be hearing it, but I ain't really listening to it.
Mm-hmm.
So I gotta really go back and listen to that one.
Yeah, I didn't really get into that one. Davies is, I don't know, he ain't never really been on my top of my list of artists to listen to.
I fucks with him.
Yeah, hey, it's
Who else?
Yeah.
Planet Asia came out January. The Golden Buddha.
the Golden. I didn't like that album.
You like that one?
I didn't care for it too much either.
Yeah, see,
It
I
wasn't
didn't like
better
that
than the
album.
one that Anchovies.
I ain't gonna put it on my whack shit I heard this year list.
To me, it
Nah.
felt like he was trying too hard.
Okay,
That's what I got out of it.
Okay,
Man, I think he was just doing too much.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, like
he was trying
putting
too
out too
hard.
much.
He was just putting too much. He was doing too
And
much.
I understood the concept of it because the
Right.
music kind of all went into
Yep.
one direction.
right.
That Asian Chinese like really musical feel to
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I just wasn't feeling that one, man.
Yeah, I wasn't either.
Because you heard some better shit from him.
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
You heard
I-
something better, and you like, okay.
Yeah, I know he got better in him
yeah,
than
you,
that.
you know that. Yeah.
But I think that album is probably more his true style than anything else.
That
Yep,
was,
there
that
you go.
That was his Carmelo 2018.
Right. Right.
So I think that album was probably more his style than anything else.
Yeah.
But I just didn't. I don't know. I think it was more so the production probably on there that got me because he always got dope bars. Like
Always.
I'm not
That's-
even.
yeah, always.
I'm not even gonna question that. Is
Some
for
of the
me,
music.
man? Some people like, man, you just listen to the lyrics. No, I need to hear
It's
the
hard.
beat too.
You gotta
man.
hear the beat too.
Because
You
that's
have
gonna,
to,
that's
dog.
I already know what the bar is gonna be, but the beat, the lyric, the music, and the production is what's gonna keep me there.
That's what's gonna keep me.
They got
there.
intertwined, man.
Yeah, it's gonna
you gotta,
keep me
You gotta
there.
ride the beat.
Yeah.
Yep, it's gonna
man.
keep me there.
That's
So-
an MC.
What's the other album that came out? Evidence, whether or not. Now
see, we was just talking about that.
And
now I'ma
I
tell
happened
you.
to miss it.
And see, you didn't listen to that.
You gotta
one.
go get that
Yo,
one.
I'm going in the book and I'm doing my research.
because what you said, Ambrosia for Heads, got
Yeah.
that up as
As in that they got a little battle of the best albums of
Yeah, talking about-
2018.
yeah.
So it came down to Royce against Evidence. So I ain't really look at the comments yet to see what
who won,
everybody
yeah.
was saying because that's how they determine who win, like
Yeah.
off the comments. So, but that's a nice
Telling
battle.
you though,
battle,
that
huh?
Evidence album, yo,
album
he got a
is
song.
nice.
I'm telling you, he got
I'm
a song
mad I
on there.
missed that
He got a
shit.
song on there with Styles and Rhapsody.
Yeah,
That shit is. Dog, I couldn't because I listened to the album from the start, and then once I got to that song, I kind of stopped right
Yep.
there for a long ass time, yo. I didn't even
Hit
get-
rewind, like,
yeah, I kept hitting rewind, dog. Like, cause you know that, and that was right after, Rhapsody dropped
Yeah.
Layla's Wisdom at
Yep.
the end of 2017.
Sure
so then when
did.
he dropped in January, she was still. I'm like,
it
oh
was
shit.
back to back.
Yeah, man. So I didn't expect to hear her on the Evidence album, but then
Me
once
either.
once I kind of processed it in my brain that she'd been on the West Coast for
Yep.
a minute, kicking
Yep.
it with all the, the
she was out there with Kendrick.
they whole little
Yeah.
camp.
It's a
So
lot of dope niggas on the West right
yeah,
now.
so I, she went out there with that. So I feel, why not do Evidence? You know what I mean? So
and plus, I always be checking for his shit all the time because he fuck with Alchemist. So
yeah, so it's a lot of dope Alchemist production on there, man.
yep,
Hey,
it's nice.
I'm
yeah.
fucking with it.
yeah, yeah. He got that
hip-hop.
slow flow though. You know,
Yeah.
Evidence
I
got that
fucks
slow
with it.
flow.
It's fucks
It's
with it.
hip hop.
He got that slow flow. It's kind of monotone, but
Yeah.
I don't know, man. That shit dope, dog. Like,
Migos came out that month too.
Man.
I just had to put that out there for y'all, man. I see, hey,
Fuck that shit.
Oh yeah, that culture too.
Yeah, that They
Glad I did not listen to that.
I didn't waste my fucking time.
No, we didn't listen.
They dropped
to that.
about 4 singles off that
Did
joint. Hell yeah.
What was on that?
Nigga, I don't know.
Bad and Bougie, was that on that?
Oh, was that? I don't know.
Who
Since
knows?
we talking about Migos, man, what y'all think about that Lazy Bone diss, dog? That diss song. Did you listen to it?
I listened to the whole shit 3 times.
Yeah.
I thought that shit was ass, dog.
He need to stop, dog. For
That
real.
shit was ass, man.
But like I told y'all yesterday,
Yeah.
I was like, when the shit first popped off, I'm like, okay, wait a minute. Y'all niggas got a lot of nerve to be talking this "we the greatest group ever" shit to these Migos niggas. Cause y'all niggas was whack too. Motherfuckers might not like what I'm saying.
They had a couple hits.
They had like 2 or 3 to me.
But that was, it's just to you, because them cats sold, man, 50, 60 million records.
They had some
so
hits.
like,
Really?
Over their careers.
Yeah, them niggas had some hits.
Dog, them
that
cats sold-
Eternal
yes.
99 album.
That's the first one, right?
Yeah.
Over their career, them cats
Them
got.
niggas-
I just looked it up when we was talking about it, dog. It was like they got like over 40,
Yeah,
50
them niggas
million.
had some hits.
Let me look it up
What
right
they do,
now.
like 3 albums?
Yep.
Nah,
most?
them niggas got more albums than that.
Dog, them cats
Well,
got.
they got 3 known
I guess you're
albums.
right, because I seen one day I don't know what I was watching. It was a video with them and like Phil Collins. What the fuck they doing with Phil Collins? So if they fucking with him, then
popping, nigga.
I don't know. That shit's just
Them niggas popping,
they
nigga.
equivalent of Migos to me. Because back then, when I wasn't liking that shit back. I mean,
I didn't
had a
care
couple
for it, but they had
songs.
some joints though.
Nah.
I didn't care for them. They had some joints.
Yeah, I didn't really care for a lot of it, man.
but he talking, we the best group. I'm like, take it easy, nigga. Calm
I say,
down.
man, like I said, I ain't really no Big Bone fan, but I actually like that song a little bit, man. I won't say it was complete ass. I won't say that.
That
I don't
shit was
know, nigga.
ass, nigga.
I don't know, nigga.
It was like sweaty
I
draws ass.
wipe
Hey,
my
he was-
ass with them bars. nigga.
He was campaigning for it, so
But-
I was like, well, let me listen to it. I'm like,
But
I don't
my
know,
whole
man.
thing was, man, my
You
whole
like
thing
the
about
premise of
I
it.
just like the principle of it.
I did.
Like,
I
you
did
know what I
too.
mean?
I did.
Like,
I did too.
You know, because it's been a lot of OGs in the game, dog. That just been sitting back
And letting these niggas get their shit off.
Yeah, letting these
Being
little young
real
niggas get their shit off, man.
disrespectful,
Be
too.
disrespectful and shit, dog. So like,
Y'all only here because of the niggas that
They don't wanna hear that, though.
fertilize this
yeah,
shit.
man. So like, y'all niggas being disrespectful. So I at least appreciate the fact that one of these OG cats ain't fucking pussying up and trying to be PC all the fucking time and
Yeah.
actually said something.
Right.
So
Right.
I respect it at least for that.
Okay.
You know what
Right.
I'm saying?
I did too.
I
I
ain't
did
like
too.
I'm bumping that shit in my bars.
I
It ain't like,
hey,
you
it ain't
sure,
like when
nigga?
it was KRS-One chewing out
You-
Nelly
you
and shit.
sure,
you know
nigga?
what I mean?
yeah, because
Nah,
he was campaigning for that motherfucker too. I was
Hey,
like,
he was what?
Nah, yeah, I said, oh yeah, listen to it, man.
I was like, man, that shit was ass.
Yeah,
man.
it's like ass. I'm
yeah,
like,
immediately. That was fucking weed play.
Hey, so
But he
you,
tried.
So you know the nigga Lazy did his little Instagram joint
I
after
saw
all
that.
that.
yeah, he did his little.
Did y'all get the Busy Bone joint I sent y'all?
Nah.
I'm gonna have to check that
Nigga,
out. Which one is that?
I'm gonna play it for
No,
you
which-
right now.
which-
Nah, don't do that.
You sure?
Yeah, we ain't playing those. Yeah.
Who is Busy Bone? Which one
The
is it?
other. I don't know which one it is.
All
shit.
them motherfuckers look.
Nigga.
I don't know, nigga. But anyway,
But alright,
the little,
so
yeah, the little motherfucker with the.
with the okay,
Yeah,
all right, I got you.
That nigga, one of them niggas.
But let's keep it moving, man, because we was getting a little off track on that.
Yeah, but that's-
on the
I mean,
bullshit.
I just wanted
that shit
since
was funny.
we was talking about Migos, man. I just wanted to
Right.
you know get
Another
y'all
one.
idea on that one, man. Like with the what y'all thought about that.
Like I said, February was dope as fuck too. Sky Zoo.
Yeah, the Sky
Yeah, I
Zoo
fuck
and
with that
Celebration of
album hard.
Us. I got that on. Yeah, so
Now, we was talking before about how that Royce album might have been like that was the one he always wanted to make. I
Yeah.
think that's how this one was
In
for Sky
Celebration
Zoo.
of Us.
Yeah,
Yep.
I
Yep.
think that was just the one
Sure.
he wanted to
Sure.
make for himself. I think that because it had a lot of jazz flow and
yeah.
it was. I like that album. Not as much as the one he did with Apollo Brown, but I still
It
like
had a
that
shitload of substance too.
one. Yeah, it did
Yeah, he had
a lot.
And so I had to actually, when I first listened to it, I was kind of like, because I was still used to
Yeah.
listening to the Apollo Brown one,
Uh-huh.
and then the one before that, Music for My Friends.
That one was dope as fuck.
Yeah, so I was
Yeah.
in that lane when I
He
was.
switched it up.
But then also even before that, Peddler's theme.
Yep.
He did in 2017, I believe too. So
Yeah.
I was kind of in that mode, and then when that one came, I was like, oh,
It was something different.
It was so it had
different.
caught me. So I went back, just doing the research for this episode. I went back and listened
I
to it
feel
again. I was
like-
like, oh, okay, yeah.
I feel like with that one, it was kind of like how Pac kind of touched all kind of people.
Yeah.
I feel like he did that with this album.
Yeah.
It had so much substance where he
Yep.
can reach children,
There you
women,
go.
and also men and grandparents.
Yep.
Yeah, he had a lot of shit on there, man. It was pretty dope. Who else had?
Another one that I liked from that month was Showbiz.
Oh yeah,
Hey,
Road
Road
Therapy.
Therapy, and that Jericho Jackson.
Yeah, that Jericho's nice.
Yeah.
I couldn't.
You wasn't feeling that one?
It is one song though I got on one of my playlists that I saved from that Friends, I think it's called.
Yeah.
When he was talking about it, yeah. Now that one, I do got that one saved on my playlist.
Yeah.
So that was the one on that album that really caught me. So that one was dope. But the other album that came out the year that I didn't really get into that everybody kept telling me was dope was the Nipsey Hussle
Yep.
album.
I could not get into
fucks with
the
Nip.
Nipsey.
I fuck with
I
Nip.
couldn't.
I couldn't get into it, dog. I
Yeah.
tried hard as fuck.
I tried too, man, because everybody was
fuck
like,
with Nip.
dog, it's
I don't
dope,
like
it's
his
dope.
flow.
Yeah, I
I fucks
just.
with Nip.
I don't like that shit.
Yeah,
I
me
ain't gonna
neither,
say
not
this shit
really.
was super
I ain't gonna
dope.
say it was whack or nothing like
I
that.
like
It
it.
just-
I can't say
it
I
just
just
was
couldn't- it
my.
couldn't
That's
grab
not
me.
my.
Yeah.
It just was. You like
Like
it,
he-
Marcus?
Yeah, I liked it.
He had substance like a motherfucker on there.
You could
Yeah.
tell, like, I don't know. He been out for a long time, but he
I know
really,
he been out for a while.
He just now getting some shine a little bit. So, but you can see his progression going up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
So,
what people was telling me. They're like,
Yeah.
man, it's it's as dope as that.
It is.
I couldn't get into
It
it.
is his dopest album.
And then
Because it's-
you know what caught me off guard too was I think the music of the album. It
Yeah.
was more. It wasn't really West Coast. He had some West
Yeah,
Coast music
see, that's-
on there,
yeah, he
but it
was-
wasn't really West Coast.
yeah.
You would think it would be like some West, but I,
mean,
don't like
but-
that West Coast. That bounce ass old school West Coast
But
rap
that's the
shit.
times now. You don't
Yeah,
know
it's
where a
different.
motherfucker
Yeah,
comes from.
so the
I still
production
be
was.
listening to that shit, nigga. That one I
nigga
said.
said-
Dog, what was that one you sent me,
With,
dog?
OG Trey D.
Trey D, nigga, they was like crip walking and everything.
But
dog.
you know,
I'm like,
you know
this
who on that song with
2018,
him?
B?
Don't say sugar free.
Nah. Hell no.
That's the funniest nigga ever, dog.
Sugar free. No, Crooked was on that song.
Yeah, West
Word.
Coast.
But
Hey,
see,
listen,
y'all
he a
didn't
West
even listen
Coast
to it
dude.
because he closed it out. They let him close. Hey, that
What he
nigga
did?
spit on
I
that
hope
shit.
he did like a 7 minute verse at the end or something
Nah.
like to clean
To
that,
clean that
to
whole
that
shit up.
Yeah,
You gotta
that's
clean
that
that
shit.
shit up and then do a whole
That's
nother
that
joint.
shit, nigga. You be cleaning the house, nigga. You be getting your walk on.
yeah. That's what I'm saying.
vacuum and shit.
I don't crip walk, man.
See, I be
so.
fucking with that West Coast shit. I fucks with it, nigga, for real.
That shit just sound like an old Snoop Dogg album.
It did.
You know what
That's
I mean?
that
it's
Trey D album,
but it's
nigga. That shit hard as
2018
fuck, nigga. Them niggas, nigga. I'm telling you, that shit hard.
That'd be like a cat coming out making some rock box type shit right now. You know what I mean?
Them niggas still got curls.
I'm
and
the
shit.
king.
Right.
You know, like come on.
Khakis and Raider coats.
Dude,
and shit.
he had some funny ass interviews, dog, on Vlad. Trey D, he got
Man,
yeah,
that
I think
nigga
the nigga
wild
just got out of
business.
jail. I don't
Yeah.
know, man.
That's how he
I
act,
think it
dog.
was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think niggas just got out of jail.
What else was that month, man? Let's me go
that
down.
fucking whack ass
institutionalized.
Kendrick Lamar Black Panther album. Niggas was pubbing that. That shit was whack.
trash.
Well, I didn't listen
Yeah,
to
that shit was
either.
garbage.
Yeah.
Nigga.
Nah, I wasn't listening to that at all.
OC.
OC
See, nigga-
came out that month?
Nigga, OC, he'll slide in on you, niggas.
Was that month?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that New Dawn.
Yeah,
I
that
had
shit was
wrote down.
dope.
Yo, that album was pretty dope, too.
I fucks with OC. That's one of my niggas. Yeah.
OC,
Yeah.
yeah, that New Dawn, that was pretty dope. Let me go down here. That Rock Marciano came out.
Yeah.
That was another one. I ain't gonna, you know, I was like, that wasn't nothing. I
He
was,
can't hold me
He
for a
tried
whole
too
album.
hard. Nope.
Couple songs, but not for no.
Nigga, you hold me for half a song. You
Can't
gotta
hold
go
me
to the
for a whole
next.
album. I can't do it.
I know we all got this one for March, man. Fonte, that No News is Good News.
Goddamn
Yeah.
right.
Yo, that shit was
Yeah.
dope.
Every
Dope.
time.
Yeah.
Every time with him, nigga. Prime 2.
Yeah, the Prime 2 came out.
I like Prime 2, but it wasn't better than
It
Prime.
wasn't better than
See,
Prime
they set
1
the
at
bar
all.
too high on
They
Prime
set it hard
1, dog. It was
Hey,
too high.
as fuck.
It was going to be hard. But I liked it, but it wasn't going to be, it couldn't compete with the
What
first.
about that,
the Prime 2, man? Yeah, I like as soon as I first heard that album, yo, I was like,
It ain't Prime 1.
I was like, ah. But
ain't
I do
Prime
got a
1.
couple songs on there.
It is.
That I got in my playlist, man, that I think is pretty dope that I saved. So I mean, it was good enough. I wouldn't give it a.
You know why?
I'm not gonna put it in my dopest I'm not gonna make it my dopest album of the year or
It's
nothing like
it's
that.
because on the first one, Primo did all the
Right.
production on that.
Well, it
joint.
was Primo Adrian Young on the first one.
Yep.
So that's
And
why
they
I had,
did all that.
Yeah, they did.
That's
on
why
the
I had that
second one-
soul kind of
I
feel
don't remember
too.
who was the producer on the second. I can't
The second
remember.
one,
It was
they went-
it was Premier and somebody
They
else
did
though.
a whole bunch of different other cats. On
Yeah,
that
I don't
joint.
remember who it
Yeah.
was.
I
Yeah,
forgot who that
they didn't
was,
just
though.
like stick to 2 cats and just make
Yeah.
a whole joint. They just kind of bounced around.
Yeah, because I think the first one they just let Primo just
Yeah.
here,
It was
dog.
Primo
his shit.
Adrian Young.
Do
Yeah.
you-
Yep.
Yeah.
You know
So-
who else came? That one, Sean P. Nigga.
Oh,
Him
hey,
and that cat,
him and Illa G?
Yeah, that
Yo,
shit hard, nigga.
That shit was
The album was
extra hard,
hard
yo.
as nails, nigga.
Extra hard. You talking about Brooklyn? Fuck, y'all
Yeah,
know I
that
love
shit was
Brooklyn
hard
shit.
as nails.
Some bedrock shit.
Yeah.
Dog, and
from top to bottom.
you can tell like them cats. I don't know how they came up with that album or how long they was even sitting on that album because you know that came out after he died.
Right,
Yep.
right.
So, but that shit, man. As soon as I heard it, I was like, "Oh shit!" This
Yeah.
nigga Sean P has some crazy ass punchlines on there. You know, he be
Always.
having hard
Always.
punchlines. Dog.
I'm gonna tell y'all another one, man. I don't know if y'all heard of that dude Apathy. Y'all heard of him?
I listened to that album. I
Actually,
got. I
I
saved
haven't
the,
listened to him.
The
that's a
Widow's
white,
Son.
It's like a white dude. He from like, ain't he from like?
I think he might be from Boston.
Boston.
I think.
Yeah.
He
He
nice.
actually, I think I saved the song
Yeah,
off
he
of that
nice.
album too.
I
on
saved
my
like
playlist.
about 4 or 5 of them. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
He nice. He kind of reminds you of what's the dude Vinny Paz a little bit.
Oh, yeah?
Jedi Mind Trick,
Yeah.
something like. Yeah, it's kind of similar. Yeah, it's decent
The joint I was fucking with is that 38 Special.
with
Cool G Rap. Yeah.
Yeah, that shit was dope, man.
That shit, you
He
just
had
let that
one
shit
that came
ride.
out with Benny.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yep.
Styles.
I think I wrote something down about that 38
Styles was
special
out.
too, man. Yeah,
West Side Gun.
that 38.
Damn,
special.
Saigon still rapping?
No, West Side Gun.
Oh, that
Oh,
was
I thought
that
you
month.
said
Yeah, I was just
Saigon.
going by the month here.
That
That what's the name
Czarface.
came out that month, Styles P, the Nickelback.
Yeah.
Now that the Nickelback, that was a
Nickelback,
little EP.
that was fire.
That was a
fire.
little EP. That shit was dope as hell.
Czarface and MF Doom.
I didn't like that.
I didn't care
It
for
wasn't
that one
better
either.
than the first one.
It was a crazy ass production on that
I
shit.
see a lot
Yeah, I
of
didn't
niggas
care
be
for
on,
it
on
either.
on Doom. I be like,
I don't really fuck with Doom
I
like
can't.
that.
Yeah, I can't really. Some of it be alright, but some of that shit just be. I be like, I can't. I be wanting to fuck with it because I like
The
you know.
nigga just can't grasp that.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's see, April, man. We got in April.
Cardi B came
Yo,
out in April.
That Blue and Knots. Yeah, right. Go Cardi. Hell no, I know I
Came
listened to
through
that.
dripping.
That Blue and Knots. God is the spirit that tightens in the flesh.
Yeah.
That was pretty dope. That was
Yeah.
kind of an EP. Did you listen to that?
Yeah,
Nah, I ain't
Yeah,
catch
that
Yep.
was Blue. He kind of got a
I
flow
think he's
like
from
the,
Detroit, ain't he?
I don't even
Yeah,
remember.
I think
he
he
was.
is.
He got kind of got a flow like the Rock Marciano type. His name Blue, BLU.
Oh,
Yeah.
Blue.
Yeah,
I ain't
yeah.
heard Blue in a minute. I ain't know
Him
he
and
dropped
Knots.
something.
He dropped with Knots.
I didn't
That
know
shit
that.
pretty dope, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Blue dope.
Smoke Dizzle.
Yeah, I didn't listen to that.
I didn't listen to that smoke.
Not that one.
That Cole came out too. That's when everybody
that
was.
KOD,
Now-
J Cole.
I kind of fucks with that one.
That's
I ain't
the
gonna lie.
shit that I was getting to that I was talking to y'all about.
Yeah,
That's the one.
That KOD,
Okay.
Dog.
I liked it.
dog. So, whatever you want, if you want a motherfucker to drop an album and to give you everything that you line up on there,
Right.
What your criteria is,
Yeah.
he did it.
I like
yeah,
that.
he had
album.
everything
He
on
did
there.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He did it. Like, and it was what 13 tracks,
I
something,
think something like that. Yeah,
And plus, I don't know. I used to kind of always every time he dropped the album, like, okay, this the one. This is when he gonna give me what I've been waiting for. I've been waiting for this nigga to just go ahead and just do what I know he could do. He just
He
never
not gonna
fucking
do
do
it.
it.
He
He
not
still
gonna
has
do it.
never do
He
it.
still
I
hasn't.
be like, dog.
You know why? Because he's rapping and doing beats.
There you
Nigga,
go.
put the beats to the side, let a motherfucker drop a beat for you, and just give him bars.
There
That's
you go.
all he needs to do.
Yeah.
He's spending so much energy doing both. He needs to just focus on the bars and let a motherfucker drop
I've been
a beat
waiting
for
on it.
him,
I'm
man.
like, because I know he could do it.
When I hear that,
Because whenever he on somebody else shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm
Yeah.
Like he always give you some premium shit. So when they said this was coming out, I was like, okay, this the one.
yeah.
It wasn't the one. I think he still got the one in him. It's coming. But that wasn't. But that one was dope. Because did y'all see Joe Budden talking about that on this podcast?
What?
He didn't like the production.
He was like, I'm rating. He said this pretty much the same shit. Like, I know he got it
he
in
got
him.
something. He got it
He
in.
got
him.
it in him. He just
It's been there.
ain't.
But he on some other shit, man. He ain't trying to do that.
Because now
He don't give a fuck
now
about
And he
none
don't
of
have
that
to.
shit.
Now
don't
he
give a fuck
running
about
the
He
none
don't
of that.
label.
have, but he don't have to.
He don't have to.
He don't.
He ain't got nothing
'Cause
to prove
niggas-
nobody.
these young
He go
niggas
platinum
already-
every time he drop an album.
And
so.
he
Yeah.
ain't out here trying to get there. Dude is out here trying
And
to send
that's-
a message,
Like that
dog.
dude don't even be on social media or nothing.
He's delivering
That's what-
messages, dog.
That's what Joe Budden said. He was like, he not trying to do. He said
Nah.
he don't be out here enough to. He said he'll slip in, slip out.
Yeah,
get
he don't
this,
even
get
like
that.
be
He
on
said he
social
not
He don't give a
trying.
fuck about none of that, dog.
No, he don't care. Yeah, that's what it is.
And
I'm
that's
like,
what I appreciate about him, though. Like,
Yep.
fuck entertaining all this shit. Make the music that's for the people, and that's what dude
Yeah,
is doing, man.
Make good music. That's what you supposed
He making
to
music
do.
for the people.
The only thing I didn't like about that album, man, he did that fucking Migos flow too much for me on
But that
album,
was
man.
to bring the young niggas in to
Yep.
catch their ear.
Yep.
That's all
That's
that
what I
was.
think that was.
That's
But
all
but that
was.
wasn't gonna work. That's not. See, this is my idea about when established rappers do that. You're not gonna bring in those types of fans because those types of fans usually don't listen to your type of music, so they're not even gonna pick up your album to even know you rapping like that.
Guess what?
You know what I mean?
nah.
My cousin don't listen to J. Cole. That little nigga, when he heard that shit, started listening to J. Cole.
I ain't saying it ain't gonna work on some
That shit
people,
works,
but I'm
bro.
just saying.
That's just like that song he got now with the little weird goofy nigga.
It's different because he's
21
under the
Savage.
radar.
Yeah,
Yeah, he got a joint, and he fucking
And
body
see,
bagged that shit.
he got a song with 21 Savage.
It's dope. I ain't
Hey,
even
it's
gonna lie
dope.
to you. And,
And
this
honestly,
coming from
nigga,
me now.
honestly, nigga, 21 has a
Don't say
solid
it.
album.
Don't say that.
Yeah, he has a solid album.
Okay,
off
I'm
of that.
not gonna hate. I'm gonna listen to it.
He has a solid album.
I'ma
dog.
listen to
Ain't no shit that I would fucking sit there and bump.
I
but
can-
it has
I can
a-
dig that.
There's a lot of substance on there, dog.
I can dig that because I listened to one of the Migos niggas albums. And-
Okay, if you can
Yeah.
listen to Migos, you can listen to 21.
Well, I listened to
nigga.
two of them. We listened to
Nigga,
the first one,
Quavo,
the Quavo, and then
Huncho
what was
or
the
some
other one?
bullshit.
Take Off.
That one was actually
That
kinda
one was
alright.
actually all
I'm not
right.
even
Okay
gonna
then,
front.
I was
nigga.
like-
So when I say 21 shit was dope,
Yeah,
nigga,
that's why I said I feel
That's
you
why
on
I was
that.
like, okay.
I ain't gonna say it was dope. I'm gonna say like, dude got
It
some
was
shit
better
on
than
there.
what you thought
it
it
was
was.
it was good for 21
Like
Savage.
no, no, you could really hear like how far dude has come from when he entered the fucking game. Like,
right.
dude is on a whole
But
different.
see, I think just by him having that song with J. Cole, so the cats that listen to Savage that probably wasn't checking for J. Cole. And like it comes
Exactly.
back
That's
to the
what I
point that
said.
you just said.
I don't buy that shit.
It
I
did.
don't know. I don't think they did it purposely, but I think
happened.
it's
Of
gonna
course
happen.
they did it purposely.
I don't know. Maybe because Cole fucking with them
Cole did
niggas.
it purposely.
Because let me tell you something.
I think the niggas just
You think 21 Savage gonna be on a J. Cole album?
you don't have to be.
Never.
Nope.
But that
Ever.
don't mean that. But
So
see,
that
That's
listen,
what I'm saying. Cole did it purposely.
but that don't mean that them two cats
He on
didn't.
They probably cool
was
as
like
shit,
seeing
but-
some
'cause that's
each
just
other
some
at a
shit-
party or something.
That's
Was
just
like,
some
yo,
shit that he got
and they
going on.
probably
Like
chopped
I ain't
it
doing
up.
no features.
Nah.
That's just his thing. You know
Cole
what I mean?
chopped it up with the nigga. I like what you doing, Blase Skippy.
So I can
Skippy.
get on your
Let me
market.
get into your market. Grab your people.
Okay.
Get them to catch my ear.
There
I'm
you
trying
go.
to develop these young niggas
That's
to
a-
get up off
that's-
that
this is
bullshit.
chess, not checkers. I feel you.
That's all he
That's
on, though.
strategy.
I'm telling
You're
you,
like,
dog.
let me
He a
get in
different
your
type of
market.
nigga,
Let
dog.
me get in your market.
Cole, a different
But
type
that
of
been
nigga,
going
man.
on for,
But see, I
since
mean-
the beginning of rap.
It has.
Dipping into other people's markets.
has.
That ain't
It
that ain't
has.
nothing new.
But have we seen it recently?
Nope.
I mean, cats do features with cats all the time for
Have
no
we seen
reason
it
at
recently?
all.
Now we were just talking about Trey D and Crooked. But
That's
what if
funny.
cats from Long Beach? So
Yeah.
they
That's,
probably
that's some shit right there.
I'm telling you, listen to that song. Y'all keep.
I'm fast forward
y'all
right to
shitting
Crooked
on-
joint.
Even if you do that,
Hey, I'm
just-
going straight to
listen.
Crook, dog.
Even if it's the last, he the last one on there. When we get done here, I'm gonna play it for you. You
I'm
be
going
like,
straight to Crook,
You're gonna be like,
dog.
damn,
I'm not listening
this
to
nigga
Trey D,
snapped
dog.
over this motherfucking beat. I'm
Trey
telling
D
you.
did?
No,
No.
hell no. Come on.
I already know. Hey, I said,
What you
hey,
know- you already
I
know
threw
what
it-
Trey D on,
hey, I
nigga.
threw the live to see if he was gonna catch it.
Nah, nigga, I'll smack that shit right off the glass, nigga. I'll bang this shit off the glass like LeBron, nigga. Chase down, nigga. No,
Hey,
of course not.
Hey, you was gassing that dude. I'm thinking
Hey,
Trey D.
no,
like he,
nigga.
came,
made that
like he
bitch.
came out of jail, dog. He got a hot ass 16
No,
just
nigga.
ready to go.
No.
That 16, about
No.
30 years old.
That nigga gonna
dog.
talk about low riders, shooting niggas,
Yeah.
wearing
nigga
some khakis,
16.
Ride for your set.
khakis and a Raider coat, nigga.
That nigga 16 come with a handicap sticker, nigga.
I'm telling you though, listen to Crook verse on there. He snapped on that
Man,
shit.
Crook don't never fail,
Alright.
nigga.
But yeah, let's.
Yeah, the other album that I wanted to listen to I was talking about that month was the Smoke Dizzer, the Not For Sale.
Yeah, he had two of them though.
He had 2 albums that year, but that first one was more like a mixtape, I think.
Yeah.
This one was an album, and
I ain't gonna front.
Listen to it. To me, dog, I'm actually over here debating it in one of my best albums of the year.
See, now I'm gonna have to go back.
The Smoke Dizzle at Not For Sale.
The reason because I was after listening
I'm debating it, man. It's in my top 5 albums of the year.
After listening
I'll
to
tell you that right
the
now.
one he did with Pete Rock. Okay, so then I seen that he was dropping this one. I'm like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
I want to hear it because I know what he just gave me. So I put on a couple songs. I'm like, it ain't catching me.
Completely different.
Yeah.
It ain't catching me like that one did. So I kind of
let it
like
go.
we talked earlier about shit be moving so fast now. It's like
Something else came out.
and I
I
just totally forgot about it. Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta grab some shit and just turn everything off and just listen to that.
I do that
shit,
in my car at work.
Don't even fuck with nothing else, dog.
That's kind of what I did with that Dizzle, man. Like, because I was still high off the motherfucking Don't Smoke Rock.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm like,
That shit was
okay.
so dope.
Yeah, so I'm like, I got to listen to this shit. And I don't know, man. That shit, to me, it was dope, dog.
I'ma
The production, the way the production, like, it's like the way the Don't Smoke Rock, since it was all Pete Rock, it all flowed together.
Right.
This one was the same way, even though it was kind of different producers and shit.
Who you had on there?
He had a song with
producing. Who did some music on there?
I don't even fucking remember who all the producers was. I didn't write all that shit down. But it was dope. He had a song with Dram, that cat. Mm-hmm. That was one of the dope ones on there. He got a song with Joey Badass on there.
I fucks with him. I like
he
Joey
don't do
Badass.
a lot of top name features.
I like Joey.
You know what I mean? Like, he don't really do all of that. But yeah, that shit, like I said, it's in debate for me, man. It's one of my top albums this year.
Go back.
So yeah, go back. You got to go back and listen to it, man. So I know what did you think about the album, Shamar? You listened to it, right?
Nah, I ain't listened to
You listened to that? Not For Sale?
I told you after the joint with Pete Rock, man, I was kind of like,
He was like, it can't get no better.
can't
than
get no
this.
better than this. So then I kind of listened to it a little bit, but it just didn't move me enough.
So in May, I got 3. That was 3 of the probably best albums of the whole fucking year.
With that designer LOD.
Fuck, dude.
Okay.
I didn't know he's still making music.
Exactly.
Quotes. You see my air quotes.
Yeah, music.
So I'm gonna give you these 3 that came out
In May?
Yes. Book of Ryan,
Oh yeah, that Rush to 5'9" Booker Ryan.
Daytona,
Yeah.
and that Styles,
That
G host.
Yeah, all 3 of those did come out that month.
Yep.
Three great albums.
Cardi came out that month.
Man, who the fuck
Oh,
is that?
okay.
Yeah.
Let's talk about, man.
Yeah,
the,
fuck that nigga.
Let's talk about the Royce album, man. The Book of Ryan, because that shit is also in debate for my top album. Of the
That's
year.
a fucking novel.
Yeah, to me, man, it's a classic album.
The way it was put together.
Yeah, just the flow of it, the story, the rhyme.
It was a fucking story, man.
Yeah,
Like I told y'all,
the interludes, the way the interludes was.
I think that
Even
was
though some of the interludes don't match up with the songs, it's just the story of it, and you can follow it. You know what I mean?
You can tell where he came from.
They got
Yeah.
replay value.
Well, that's what I consider. How I consider some shit
Yeah.
a classic,
Like,
dog.
if I
If
could
I
go
can
back
go
to it,
back
listen to
and
it
keep
again.
listening to it, and I still catch that same feeling from like the first time I listened to it, I can still go back and listen to that album and still catch the same feeling from when I first started listening to it when it came out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can still hear that fucking Cocaine, that song.
That
And
dude,
it still
And
get me.
nobody expected to hear that type of shit from Royce.
Yeah.
And that might have been one of the dopest joints on the album.
Or the other one, Power, when he talking about the motherfucker, his brother coming in the crib drunk, dog, his pipe punching him and shit.
Yeah.
Now that song, that
Cocaine song might be probably one of the best songs.
That's what I
that he
just
made.
said. It's probably one of the dopest songs
that he
on
ever
there.
made. Like,
Not just on the album, but all out of his whole catalog.
yeah,
to
that's
me,
what I'm saying. Yeah,
because I felt it. Because that's a real song.
That's
man.
a real song, dog.
Look, see, he
He over there like
My catalog.
because I
long
know
with
your
that nigga.
catalog long with him. I know that.
Yeah.
To me, that one, yeah.
That shit hard.
Plus, like I told y'all, that I feel like that was the album that he not working with Preem or not working with Slaughterhouse or doing nothing else.
Did him.
This is the one he wanted to do for him.
And let everything out.
Yeah, he let it out.
Everything out.
Yep. He was like, I don't give a fuck if motherfuckers like it or not. I did this one
All that
for
nigga.
me.
What everybody know about Royce is drunk fucking bars.
Right.
This was sober Royce.
This was a grown man.
Yeah.
Sober
Yeah.
Royce. Like, nigga,
You
I'm
could-
finna
you could
give y'all
feel it,
my whole life
and you
off
could
of
hear
this
it.
joint.
And you know what I'm saying? It, like he was like, this is every artist I think got one album that they was like, that's my baby. This is the one that I
Yeah.
always
And
wanted
it-
to do.
Some artists
Yep.
don't ever get to that though
Yep.
because they sign with a label so early.
Yeah,
and
they
the
gotta
label
give 'em what they want.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
They
then
become
never,
monkeys
Yeah, and you
and
never
puppets
and you
and
never
shit.
get to do what you really want to do. You
Yep.
know what I mean? So
Yep.
like to see him do that
Yeah.
with that album, man, and at this time and at this era in music where it's all about making a hit and a radio hit, and you know what I
Right.
mean, and
Right.
album sales and shit like that. That he could come out with something like that that's so introspective and so much storytelling, but then also so many bars.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And he didn't have, if I remember right,
Yeah,
he
Cole
didn't really
on there.
have no features on
Yeah,
there.
J. Cole.
J. Cole,
on the
Bob
Bob
Boat.
Boat.
Yep. Shit.
He had 3
He
features
had some female
max.
singers, like the singers and stuff
But
like
as
that.
far as like, he didn't even have none of the Slaughterhouse on there, did he?
Nah.
I think or Joel Ortiz might have been on one. Maybe.
I don't
No.
know.
No, that was on Joel Ortiz album.
Yep.
Yeah.
Pull it up on your Spotify once.
Yeah,
because I
let me
don't
see that.
yeah, so that was like, I might actually have it right here. Hold on. Right, there we go.
You got it?
Yep.
How many features?
Out to the track list.
The singers don't count that's doing the hook.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I want Eminem, that Caterpillar.
That Caterpillar, with
Caterpillar,
Eminem
yep,
and Logic. That got
Yeah.
Eminem and Logic on it.
Yep.
That's it.
J. Cole. No, yeah.
J.
one-
Cole,
Summer on
J.
Lock,
Cole.
though. Summer on Lock.
Oh
had
yeah, the
Pusha
Summer
T
on Lock,
Summer
Pusha T,
on
Kiss,
Lock.
and
Kiss.
Fab.
Yeah, Marsha Ambrose, but that don't really
That
count.
don't count.
Yeah. And I think
That's
that
it.
was
T-Pain.
He had the last one, the
That don't
first of the
count
month
either.
with
Nah,
T-Pain.
that don't
That don't
count.
count.
T-Pain rapped on there though. At
shit
the
don't-
end.
Did he?
That shit don't count.
That was one of my favorite songs on that album.
That shit
dog.
don't count, dog.
You don't count?
That
It
shit,
don't.
T-Pain never counts.
He said it don't count.
I said you are
That nigga never count,
disqualified.
dog. Hell yeah, dog.
Hell no.
But yeah, dog, that album might be that's in my
That's
top.
that's top 3 of the year.
He's in my top 5.
That might be
That might
that's
be
in
top
debate.
3 of the
that
year
might
for
be my
me.
debate of the top album for the
and that's
year.
one of my favorite rappers.
The G host.
Yeah.
That shit was dope.
That shit was fire.
Yeah, that was.
But it was, it was that Styles P.
Yeah, you know what you get.
You know what
when
you
fuck
gonna
with
get with Styles.
You know, the only thing that took away from that album
which was.
that he did so much fucking work this year.
Yeah, it's like, damn.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
you didn't get
That's
a chance to
yeah.
really get all the way into
If
it.
he'd have just dropped that and said, "Nigga, let me walk away,"
When was the one he did with Kweli? That was
that
last
was
year.
2017.
Yeah, I forgot about that one.
That was the coldest album of 2017.
That
to me.
was. That was.
The 7.
Yeah, that was
To
like
me, that shit
17.
was-
So that cat he been busy.
But the G host, man, that shit had what song was on there that I really liked, man. Oh, Window to the Soul, man. Vinny Idol shit, yo.
Yeah, he always fuck with
Vinny
Vinny
Idol
Idol.
always give him. He always have like 1 or 2 dope ass Vinny Idol joints
Always.
on his album. So Jimmy Dukes had some dope shit on there too. Who else we had? What was the
Pusher.
Oh
That
yeah,
Daytona
the Pusha T,
album.
the Daytona. Yeah,
no flaws.
None.
I mean, out of 7 tracks,
Yeah.
nigga, you got your money worth. I
And
don't
I
care if you
remember-
spent 20 on it. You
I
got your
remember-
money worth.
You didn't used to fuck with him.
I still don't fuck with that nigga. But
See,
that
Chris
album,
don't-
that album
Chris
was,
don't
I
like them drug
I like
pushing
that, I
ass
like that
Yeah,
album
yeah.
though. I like that album though. But I just want to. I gotta see what's next. The book is the
Pusha never failed
The
me.
book is
Yeah.
still out on.
Nah,
he
the
never
niggas,
failed
the
me.
nigga got bars.
He never
I
failed
ain't
me
saying
from
he ain't
day
got
one.
bars. He just the bars. Them ain't the kind of bars I choose to digest, my nigga. Shit.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Right,
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah,
But that album was
just like
dope.
you can't listen to gun bars all the fucking time. You
Nah,
know what I mean?
nah.
I don't want to hear drug bars all the time.
That album dope.
So this album, it
I'm
wasn't.
fine with gun bars and drug bars. Nigga,
I'm
I
fine
like
with
them
it too,
all.
man.
And
But
the-
not all the time,
and the
man.
production, because when I first heard that
The
Kanye was,
production, yeah.
I was like, Kanye gonna fuck this album up.
He ain't fucked
But
that
he didn't.
motherfucker up.
He didn't, and I was like, see,
That's the only one he
motherfucker-
laced.
That's the Kanye niggas been waiting to come back.
That's the only one he laced.
Yeah, it was. I
The
think
only
so.
one out of the bunch.
Because his album, I didn't even listen to
That
that
shit
album.
was ass.
I never
Kanye
heard. I
album?
didn't even listen to one
He
song.
got
on
like
it.
3 joints on there. It's kind of
Is it?
dope though. Yeah,
I
he got
ain't
3
You know
joints.
what he did have? Well, I went through it. He did have
He got
one
like
song.
3
I can't
joints.
remember. It was like something with a feature too. It was like some feature on there. He had, and it was sounded pretty cool.
He got one that he went bananas on, and it wasn't like he was rapping. No, but he like the content was dope.
Yeah, that fucking Daytona. Though. A matter of fact, I listened to that whole album sitting in fucking traffic.
Yeah, I bet you did because
Yeah.
it's a short album. That was the other thing that was dope about
Was
the
like
album.
30 minutes.
Yeah, it wasn't
Yeah.
even that long, man, because it was only like what 6, 7
7
songs.
songs.
I was stuck
Yeah.
on 285, nigga. The motherfucking truck flipped over, shut down whole lanes. I'm finna listen to this album, the whole fucking thing.
Yep, you was good. Well, listen, yeah, it took you about
That's
that
where I
long.
listen to most of this shit at, sitting in traffic on fucking 285.
I feel like Push gave you a little bit of everything on
Yep.
the album.
That's why I
man.
said. That's why I liked it because he talked about other stuff. I liked the diss track he had on there.
Gave you everything.
Yeah, man. What was that?
Was that when he dissed Drake? Was that on
Yeah.
there?
Yep.
And that's
He
when
lit
Kanye
his ass
featured
on
with.
fire.
Yeah, that's the one he had Kanye on.
Yeah, he lit his ass on
Gonna
fire
be a
with that
surgical
one.
summer.
Yeah, man. So I like, but that's what I'm saying, man. I like that these cats be going at each other, man. Please,
Well,
do.
they didn't go at each other.
They didn't go at each
Well,
other.
no, went at him, and it was
Jay Prince.
yeah.
Told Drake, man, don't do that. man.
You see, Drake fucked
Man,
the rap
stop
battle
it.
game up though, because now he got these niggas feeling like
That
they don't have to respond.
yeah.
And shit.
Listen.
Well, Drake didn't do it, so why should I? Yeah,
Listen.
no, nigga, you got to step. If niggas challenge you, you got to step up. That's
You
what this whole
gotta
game
That's
is
what
about.
it's about.
Fucking step.
That's what the whole
up.
game is about,
You don't step up, you pussy.
basically.
Nigga, Joey went at that nigga
Hard.
He didn't care.
Hard.
He didn't care who. Like
hard. Nigga, twice, back to back. Drake dodged that action. Niggas don't want to see a lyrical nigga,
I
dog.
just remember even when him and Jay was going at it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And that
Yeah.
was when Joey wasn't who he is, even who he is now.
Yeah.
And he was still like, nigga, fuck Jay, whatever.
Fuck
you
that
know what I mean?
nigga.
Yeah,
And
like,
you know-
But that was because Jay tried to shelf that nigga.
yeah. But I'm just saying, like, he was at, like, it gotta
went-
be.
I'm at you niggas.
It gotta be somebody out here to just.
He went at Method
know,
Man.
Man, he went at
Remember, he went-
everybody.
he went
everybody.
hard at
He didn't
Method
care.
Man.
He didn't care who it
Saigon,
was.
He went at everybody.
body bag. No, he body bagged a lot of niggas.
He went at him and Ransom went at
But
it.
he did it the way you supposed to, man.
Yep.
Put it on the song, man.
Yep.
Put
If
it on
niggas
the
don't
wax
respect
and put
that
it out there.
nigga for nothing else, they need to respect him in the game for that.
Yeah.
They
Of
better
not-
respect that nigga pen. Fuck
But
that
see, a
shit.
lot of
Pin
niggas
game was dope too, though. Yeah.
Nigga, they respect
always,
that nigga pen.
but a lot of cats don't because they don't like that nigga.
They don't like him because he lost. Because he's not the popular vote.
Right.
Yeah,
That's what these young niggas so stuck
yeah.
on is the popular vote. If you not popping,
Right.
you not ill.
And
Right.
then I didn't even want to listen to you.
Like
Yeah, they
when
won't even give- they won't
Pusha
even
T
check for it.
bodied that nigga Drake.
They swept
Motherfuckers
that shit under the rug.
They're like, who the fuck is Pusha
Yeah.
T? I'm like, see,
He ain't got more money than him.
Yep. He ain't sold more records than him.
that's why I don't have them conversations with them niggas
I
like
hate these dick riding
that. I'm
ass
like, dog,
niggas, dog.
this not that don't have nothing to do with the music,
But
man.
that right there, that album and that song is kind of brought that conversation back into the fold of
Yep.
like, man, that's not the ways.
That's not hip hop.
That's not hip hop.
That's not hip hop.
That's not hip hop.
When a nigga challenge you, nigga,
You just gotta step
You
up.
supposed to step up and take that battle, nigga.
Yep.
Win, lose, or
win,
draw.
lose, or draw.
I think it's cats really be thinking that it's gonna turn physical and like cats gonna be trying to shoot you up or
Man,
something.
it's hip-hop.
Ain't nobody on that no more. I
Nah.
would hope not. I would
Nigga.
hope not.
What happened since the 90s behind that shit?
That's what I'm saying. Like after
Nothing.
the Pac and the Big and all that
Nothing.
stuff, other rappers been dying, but that ain't been.
You mean
those
because
haven't
of
been
that?
Because it ain't been because
It ain't been
of
because of
cats,
that.
battling on record with each other. Not
Right.
that I can think of.
I can't
but,
think of it.
So why not, man? That's what this hip hop.
That's what it's about.
That's what
That's
the
what it
whole
started
game is
off
about.
from, dog.
Yeah.
Who
Cat-
the dopest nigga? If you the dopest nigga, I'm finna challenge you,
Cats
nigga.
coming to
Let me
your-
knock you off your tier.
Even we were just talking about that lazy bone shit. It was a
Yeah.
cat on Instagram, like he left a comment under dude post like, "Oh man, you doing too much." Blah 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 blah. I left a comment. I said, "Dog, it's not about him doing too much. It's about hip hop, dog. That's hip hop."
Yep.
I said, "Dog, that's what you supposed
To
to
do, nigga.
Like." Even if it come off to you as whack, like y'all just said, that shit was ass to you. But that's what you
It was
supposed.
the message though
supposed
behind
to.
That's
it.
what
though.
you supposed to do, even if it's whack. And these
Yeah.
cats be scared to push it out because they think somebody gonna tell them it's whack.
Yep.
Niggas
And
be
it
scared
might
to get
be
their career
whack.
ended.
You might come at a cat and your shit might be whack, and a nigga might body you for real. You know
But
what
you
I'm
know
saying?
what? It used to be a
And
time when
that might make you go back and
that's
kind of
my point.
work on your
your
pen
craft.
game,
That's
Yeah.
my
bro.
that's my point right there. It
Or
used to be a
hire
time-
somebody
Like, nigga, I
that
need
can
to
work
step
on.
my bars
Hire
up.
I
somebody
got to
that
step
can
my
work
there
on
you
your
go.
pen game.
I got to step my bars up because it used to be a time when a motherfucker was whack And motherfuckers wouldn't let you be whack. They were like, nigga, that shit garbage. Either a motherfucker
You
was
can't
gonna,
even
And you're
get on
gonna
a song.
disappear, nigga.
either you was gonna step your shit up or you was gonna fade
You gonna
away.
disappear.
You couldn't even get on a song.
Like, this is my question. This is my question of the day. So, Drake fucking body bag Meek Mill, right?
Yep.
His career was done.
Yep.
That nigga went to jail, came back a new man,
Yeah,
nigga.
he talking about.
Jail
And they-
saved that
yeah.
nigga
And he got a
career,
song
dog.
with that nigga.
Yeah.
I was like,
nigga, you taking L's on top of L's on top of L's.
man, I wouldn't have made no song with that nigga after
I
that.
wouldn't have,
'Cause
dog.
that nigga
Styles made a song with
50.
They was making 50 and fucking
But
Bean,
that-
Siegel.
That shit
Nah,
all
yeah.
settled though, but
Cause
on a
them niggas was
different
going,
level.
them niggas
And
was
with,
going at each other hard. Though. I'm
and-
talking about that was some
Oh, that's
real.
some
They had
let me-
whole mixtapes dissing
But
50,
them-
yo.
Yeah.
So
Even
anything can happen.
even that Rockefeller Rough Rider shit
Yeah,
got the
anything can
popping
happen.
off.
Yeah, anything
Yeah.
can happen. So so that album was good and dope for that, man. What else we got? That was it.
That
for
was
that
in
month.
May. June, we got the Black Thought with
The
Ninth
Streams
Wonder.
of Thought
That's
one?
the
Streams of
first
Thought
one
Volume
with
1.
Ninth Wonder.
I was
yeah.
kind of like,
So this is what I was gonna talk about, man. I wrote this one down. I didn't send y'all this as a topic. So I was gonna ask the question of both of y'all. Who is the artist that dropped the album that we've been waiting on? And I knew both of y'all would have said him. You know what I mean? So I was like, I'm not even gonna ask that question.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
Because
true.
we've been waiting. Even though you said the album was like, because I think the same thing too about that first one. The second one was a
The
little more
second
better.
Fire.
Yeah.
That second one was
So,
called motherfucker.
Fire.
But I was thinking of the topics for this, I was like, yo, we've been waiting on. How long have we been waiting on that?
forever, nigga.
Since the nigga first came out.
Like forever.
Since 90.
Forever,
when the
ever?
Roots come out? 91, 89,
yeah.
some
Nah,
shit
it's-
like that?
Yeah, it was a long time ago. Yo,
Yeah,
they've
it
been
was
in the game
a-
over 20 years.
25.
Like 25.
Yeah,
I mean,
so-
yeah.
We've been
Like
waiting
that
on
was
that.
an artist. I was gonna ask, like I said, I was gonna ask that question, but it would have been a dumb question at the time. So
Because remember we talked about it in the car. Like you just said, we've been waiting on that. Like,
Yeah,
damn.
yeah.
When everybody been listening to the Roots since the beginning, you always had it in your mind, like, damn, how would
man, Black Thought a solo album
with Preem
Yeah.
or a solo album or with Pete Rock or somebody like that, and now he's
finally starting to do it.
He's taking them one by one. You know what I'm saying? He like, okay, who was the first one? Ninth
Don't
first
Wonder.
no
one was,
nigga want to
Ninth Wonder.
sing.
Nobody.
No,
Nobody want
nobody.
to see him.
Don't nobody want
Nobody. So like that, that came out this year, man. That and then of course the second one, Streams of Thought 2 with Salam Remy.
Hardly had any fucking chorus, hook, whatever the
Yeah.
fuck you want to
Man,
call it. He
I
gave you
was so
straight
geeked
bars.
about that. When I first heard about, they was like Black Thought doing a solo album with Ninth Wonder. I was like, what the
He
fuck?
announced that shit like a week.
Like, what the
And then
fuck?
dropped
was a
that
bam.
shit, yeah.
Yeah, here
What
you
the
go.
fuck?
And he gave a nigga straight bars.
Like, do you know how
dog.
long we've been waiting on that?
Yeah, so
Not to say that the shit that he was doing with the Roots wasn't dope. 'cause
Yeah,
that's
yeah. We ain't gotta-
legendary
man, you
shit.
ain't gotta
nigga.
speak
yeah,
on
that's,
that.
That's legendary shit.
Yeah, you ain't gotta speak on
We want to
that.
see them niggas on New Year's Eve.
See, there you go.
Yeah,
But
definitely.
so like that was I was like, I wanted to talk about that, man. Like, waiting on that, anticipating the artist to come out with an album, because we've been listening to Black Thought for so long, and he been ripping shit for so long, and we done all seen him live at shows
Many
for
times.
so many times, so long. I remember I saw him at Summerfest one time. That nigga did like a 15-minute verse, like just straight.
Was that time we went out there in the rain? Who the fuck was I with? I don't know.
It wasn't me, 'cause
Summerfest.
I wasn't in Summerfest.
Soon as
Rain.
soon as the motherfucking Roots show started, it's pouring rain. Didn't nobody leave. We just all stood out there in the motherfucking rain. I was like, nigga, I'm not going nowhere. I don't give a fuck if I'm sick. I came to see fucking Roots.
Yeah. So yeah, waiting on them albums, man. I thought that was like just the dopest shit, man. That he dropped 2 albums this year, man.
Yeah,
And,
man. That was big. That was real big.
That was another reason why I thought 2018 we was gonna look back and be like,
Yeah.
this is a dope
Like,
year,
do we
man.
got 2
finally
Black Thought
got
solo
Two Black
albums?
Thoughts in 1
2.
year, nigga.
We ain't getting nothing for 25.
Not even
And
a
this
full
nigga decided
calendar
to drop a
year.
couple
2.
jewels.
Bam,
nigga.
bam. Here y'all
Not
go.
even a full calendar year. What, this came out in June, and then the other one came out when? Last month?
Last month,
So
yeah.
what, in like 6 months?
Yeah.
Gave us 2 in 6 months.
And just think how much more he got already, though.
Yeah.
He got a shit.
He probably got shit.
I don't know if y'all ever saw where they had like the little freestyle session. It was him, Meek Mill, Freeway, PD Crack, and another motherfucker from Philly. My God, it was like after a show. It was after a show, and it was like in the hallway. Them niggas did they shit. They was getting off. But man, when this nigga grabbed the mic, dog, it's like, oh my God, nigga. That nigga came in with a halo on his head.
No, that nigga flows just effortless.
Yeah,
like
man.
you can't even tell. Like that's how you know a nigga dope when a motherfucker be freestyling, but it sound like he wrote that shit. You like, hold up, is the nigga freestyling or did he write?
I'm gonna
that
tell you
shit,
what
or?
it is, dog. Because I know somebody like that. Like I know this one cat, man. He got so many. He got whole songs in his head. Like he came over here one day, man, sat down. I was like, I need some beats. I said, I got a couple beats. It's all right. I started playing a couple beats. This whole song, chorus, everything, right off top of the dome. He did that for like 15 songs straight.
Damn.
Whole songs, yo. With
Professional.
Dog, yes. Even the songs that
nigga need to see that boy.
Even the songs that he had in his head that had singing hooks, he would go from rapping and start singing the hook.
I don't give a fuck if he was whack. Nigga need to see
I need
that
to sit
boy.
down
Dog,
and see
he
that.
had like 15 songs
Just
in
have a
his head,
storage
dog.
like
Like
that.
bam. So it's rappers out here that's like that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like when I used to rap, that was my problem. I couldn't put that much in my head, information rhyming like that to hold that much rhyme, that many rhymes. But it's cats out here like that, dog, and I'm sure Black Thought is the
Yeah,
same
because
way.
the nigga been doing it for 30 years.
Yeah.
That's what he
My
do.
guy, he was locked up in jail, so that was
Oh, well,
why he
there
had
you
a
go.
bunch of songs in his
He
head.
got number
You know what I'm
time,
saying?
man.
Number time. So, but luckily, yeah, like I said, this year, man, we got that.
That's why I thought Meek Mill album would have been better. Okay, sorry.
Oh, June.
Sidebar, nigga.
June was Nas.
Nas, the Nasir album. To me, I wanted to talk about that one as well because to me, I think that's also in contention for one of my top albums of the year. It was short, to the point, and what I wanted to talk about with that was, what did I have? I had
That's my nigga. So I'm gonna say it. I like that album, but it wasn't what
You
I
didn't
thought
love
it was
it.
gonna be. Yeah, because
didn't love it.
I love all his albums. I
That nigga
love
didn't
that
love
one.
it. I didn't either. And that nigga didn't love it either. That's
I don't
why he
think
got
he
some
did.
shit that he's
Yeah.
supposed to be dropping soon.
Yep, I didn't love that album.
So what I wanted to talk about was, as far, this was my, like what I was saying, a moment in a year in hip hop, man, that kind of stood out. To me, it was that album, and it was because the shit that was surrounding Kanye West at the time.
Yeah.
And then he
Yeah.
decided, then he drops the album. But because you got to think, they made that album before Kanye West did all that crazy ass shit.
Yeah.
All that music was done already.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And then Nas get blindsided by this shit.
Yeah,
And I think it kind of fucked up the way people looked at the album.
you right.
You know what I mean?
That's a
people,
good point.
people looked at it with a shaded eye from the beginning because Kanye West's name was attached to it.
I still didn't care for the production.
Yes, yeah. Some people.
There was a couple of them on there, but I was
because it was
expecting.
the one. It was one
He
on
got
there.
3 bangers.
The cop shot the kid. When I
Yeah.
didn't really
I
like
didn't care
that
for
all the
that
way
shit.
because that sample was just so repetitive.
Repetitive, yep.
You know what I mean? But other than that, that was the only gripe I had with the album. But I think it was just more so the stigma around Kanye West at the time when he dropped the album.
I can see that.
You know what I mean? Because
I can
everybody
see
I
it.
heard, man, was like, man, you just fuck that nigga Kanye. Don't do that.
And that pissed
so
me
what,
off.
man? It's Nas, yo. You serious?
I
Now-
can see it, but I just wasn't feeling it.
Two things.
Some
with
people, I
that.
can get that if you say to me, I didn't like it because some of the production was
Yeah.
whatever. But if you come at me and tell me some shit like you didn't like it because Kanye produced
Yeah, that's
it,
bullshit.
That's bullshit.
That's bullshit, yo.
Because-
like for real,
He's not a
things.
whack
I ain't
producer.
fucking with Kanye. Anything Kanye doing, I ain't fucking with.
He not a whack producer.
He not a whack producer. He just crazy in the fucking head, yo.
Two
like,
things with that. So, what you're saying is, well, I understand what you're saying, but
Yeah.
for me, I looked at it as, okay, when they said that shit was coming out, I was like, okay, because I know the chemistry them two dudes had together. They had made dope
They made
songs
songs
together
together before.
that was
Yeah.
dope. So that's what I'm expecting. I didn't get that. Second thing, what you saying, I don't give a, me personally, I didn't give a fuck about that shit Kanye was doing. That's his personal thing. He want to
Yeah,
run with Donald
between
Trump.
us three, yeah,
But
whatever, yeah.
I still listen to his music. I wasn't one of them motherfuckers. Like, I ain't listening to no more of his music. I
I'm
like hip
still gonna
hop.
check to see what he do.
I like hip hop, and I
Yeah.
know what that nigga capable
I mean,
of.
motherfuckers still out here listening to R. Kelly. So
Thank
I mean,
you.
right.
They still paying money to go see this nigga
Freak
show.
nasty.
Yeah.
They still go to the front row.
And that's
freak nasty.
That's
Them
worse.
shit's supposed to be cleared out.
That's worse than anything Kanye West doing with Donald Trump. I don't give a
50
fuck.
feet away.
Yeah.
Right.
So I was like,
nigga range ridiculous.
I didn't care about that, about him being with Kanye West, because I'm like, I still fuck with Kanye music. I don't give a fuck about his political belief. Who gives
none
a
of that
fuck?
shit.
That ain't
I
none of my
hear the music.
business.
I won't say I listen to none of Kanye new music.
Nope.
But
I still listen to
the
his
older
old music.
stuff. Yeah, why not? Fuck it.
Listen, I'm gonna listen to see whatever he drops. But if that shit whack,
if it's whack, I just throw it back to the back.
Yeah.
But for me, like I said, that album, I think the album was dope. I think we talked about it on one of the episodes already earlier this year.
I think the joint with Dream super dope.
But yeah, that shit was dope. Everything, that shit.
Man, that shit's super dope.
One of the dope songs that I liked off that album, man. That shit was crazy. I think, like I said, I just think it was just a lot of people shaded that album because of, at the time, all the shit that was going on with
It
Kanye
was one.
West.
I get that nigga 3 fire joints out of 7.
Hold on, I'm gonna tell you the one that I really, really like. Adam and Eve.
The Adam and Eve joint.
That the music on there, that shit was dope as fuck. That's the one.
Yeah,
actually,
I had to play it back in my head.
That's the only one on that album that I saved. That's on my playlist.
To me, dog, I like the first one, dog, with Puffy, yo. It gave me that I Hate Me Now feel.
Yeah.
Dog, that's yeah. And I think that's probably what they was both thinking about when they made that song to come, bring that same vibe and shit. I don't know, man. I'm just a Nas fan, I guess. So that shit was dope as fuck to me. What else came out that month? Let's see me go down. This was one, man, right here that I would put into my was underwhelming album, I guess would be the word.
Whack shit.
Not really whack, man. It wasn't really whack to me. A lot of people did say it was whack. That Freeway album. That Freeway album. So
me too, dog.
Yeah.
With
that's some funny shit.
The Freeway album, that Thing Free. You know what I mean?
I fuck with Freeway.
I fuck with Freeway, but I felt like he did that album, but it was like he wasn't doing it for the love of just. He did it because he was like, okay, I need to do an album.
I don't know, man.
It didn't have that Freeway feel to it. Like I know he was sick. He was, but it just didn't have that Freeway energy to me.
Freeway gonna give you it all, dog.
And he didn't give it all to me on that one.
I feel like kind of like how when Beans lost a lung, he lost his sound. I feel like Freeway lost his sound when he lost his weight.
His sound,
that's what I'm saying.
That weight.
That's what I'm saying. He lost that energy.
He lost that weight. You miss kind of like the sound of him.
You remember on some of them songs when they was blowing up with that Rockefeller shit, they used to let Freeway close the song out.
Yeah, he used to be on the
Yeah, like they'll give him the last verse.
I think to me, man, the album had some nice songs on there. He had one with Fat Joe, man, called Cocaine White on there. That shit was pretty dope.
I like that one.
He did have a whack ass song on there though with
I know.
I forgot his name.
Was
It's
that
called
that
Swagger on the Mayo.
Was that that little
Swagger on the Mayo?
Yeah,
that motherfucking song right there.
Was that with Lil Uzi or somebody on
I
there?
think so, yeah.
What if from Philly? That's his guy, maybe.
Okay.
I don't know.
They caught that shit overseas. They heard them niggas talking about your swag on the Mayo, and he didn't know what the fuck they was talking about, and he kind of turned that shit into a song. I heard the story behind that shit.
For real, that's what it was. Because I'm like, because when I listened to it, dog,
Hellman's,
when I listened to it, I'm like, what the fuck is Swagger on the Mayo, B? Like, man. So, yeah, so let's take a little small break here for a minute, and we'll get back into the dopest albums of 2018.
Right, so what we gonna do? Wait, is we ready?
Right, so what we gonna do? Right, so what we gonna do?
Oh, will you just record? Perfect.
Right, so what we gonna do?
Up a level. Up a level. Up a level. Up a level.
Nigga, say what? You was not wrong.
That's your murder. 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 Up a level. You look at that like, yeah. Up a level. You look at that like, yeah. That's your murder. That's your murder. That's your murder. Upper level podcast. Oh, we was just recording? Perfect.
And we are back to the Golden Era Podcast, where we talk about that real shit. Had to take a little break for a minute. Make sure y'all follow us at Golden Era Podcast on IG, goldenerapodcast.com. So let's get back into this 2018 conversation.
Yeah.
I think we was in June, man.
Yeah, we was talking about Freeway.
Yeah, we was talking about that Freeway album. So let's see who else was June that I liked.
The West Side Gun came out. That Supreme.
Blind Till. I didn't listen to that album. Me and West Side Gun don't mix.
That one he got on there with
not all the time.
With Jadakiss was dope. I like that one. Yeah, that's how.
Oh, you listen to that album? You were like, yeah, see, you listen to them.
He got like, half a handful.
Yeah, yeah. It wasn't. See, usually Conway should be. It don't be all slow all the way. It might be a little mid tempo, but this
West
nigga should just be
all the way slow.
You gotta just be sitting around smoking, getting high.
You'll fall asleep.
Yeah, you will. It should just slow. It's too slow.
Hey yo, that's all you wanna hear, dog.
Right,
like,
that's
man.
Sounds just like that nigga.
Hey yo,
skirt. That's it, dog.
Then they had a long skirt.
My nigga said, yo. Yeah, so I didn't really get into that one.
It was
man.
Like, who else was out? Freddie Gibbs dropped his shit.
I didn't like that.
I like
man.
Freddie Gibbs. I fucks with Gibbs.
What we get in?
Gangsta Gibbs.
What we get in July, man?
Dave East.
Karma 2?
Yeah, Karma 2.
I didn't really like that one.
And Nori. That shit was
that 5E? Nah, I didn't like that either, dog. What was he?
Niggas tried to gas Nori shit.
I'm gonna tell you,
they was. They were trying
I'm gonna tell you, he was going off that.
OG vet in the game and shit, but I'm
gonna tell you why he did that. He was going off the motherfucking high drink champs. He's like, fuck it.
He's supposed to.
It's the time right now for me to drop my album.
I gotta strike while the iron's hot.
Yeah,
and a lot of motherfuckers liked it. I didn't like that shit.
I didn't either, really. I didn't like that shit either. So that
because you know what the nigga capable of. You like, come on, man.
Yeah, but he ain't made no music for real so long. Like he's so out of tune.
Like if you ain't with the other nigga,
Capone,
right?
You gotta have. If it ain't CNN, nigga, I don't need to hear it.
Some people that's supposed to be in a group and
I don't need to hear it.
Yeah, but you know them two niggas was.
Yeah,
they was
bumping heads hard.
Yeah, they was bumping heads, and so.
Yeah, it wasn't much that came out that month for some odd reason. Nope. That's middle of summer, June, I guess.
You went past Astro World
on August. Yeah, that was
August.
That's what I got. August.
Oh, okay.
Astro World.
That nigga Travis Scott.
Man, motherfuckers like,
get out of
dog,
here,
niggas
man.
in the barbershop was man. You gotta hear that Travis Scott
like
said,
that?
dog. I listened to that. That sound
because
like,
I done had a few people say it was all right.
That's just
listen,
bullshit,
man.
nigga. That was like that sound like one long ass song. He got plenty songs on that motherfucker too.
Well, it's like 50 songs on there.
The whole album sound like one long ass song.
I tried to listen to it, you know, give him the benefit of the doubt.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, he sounded better than what I thought, but it still wasn't my cup of tea.
Nah.
Yeah.
I thought it was gonna be a whole bunch of that shit before Sicko Mode with Drake, and it wasn't. It really wasn't. Like the first 2 tracks, he was really rapping. That shit was dope to me.
Niggas was calling this album the year. I've heard motherfuckers actually speak that out of their mouth.
Really?
I've heard
Come
it
off
too.
their tongue.
I've heard
for
it
real,
too
with a straight face.
I've heard.
I was
it
like,
too.
for real? I was like,
and it's not. Niggas just gotta follow the wave.
I was like, okay, that's how you feel.
Niggas just follow the wave.
Yeah.
I don't know. I
hope
just,
that wave passed
that's
me
some young
by.
niggas that was on that.
That's all they do.
This was one album, man, I got into. I was actually looking forward to.
I know what you're about to say.
What's that?
Go ahead.
No, Bass, B-A-S, that dude.
I was looking for J. Cole boy.
He was J. Cole.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember hearing him on a few things.
I heard he was dope. I still haven't checked him
I thought
out.
you were talking about the other cat he got.
J.I.D.
That sound like Kendrick Lamar. I don't like dude.
His album came out that month.
Nah, it came out
that's
this year.
J.I.D.
I don't know. I haven't heard that
He
yet.
sidebarring on that. He remember A3C this year.
Yeah.
He was on the main stage.
Oh, for real?
He actually came on after Conway and them. I was like,
okay.
And Kweli.
Oh, okay.
He was on right before Wu-Tang.
Oh, that's
I was
what's
like, how
up.
the fuck he pull that off? Because like after Conway and them lit off, you know, niggas was into that shit. Whole crowd dispersed.
Mm-hmm.
So he was on, and niggas wasn't paying no attention to that nigga. Then Wu-Tang came on. That's when everybody came back.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, I was like, damn, he headlining major shows. So
Yeah,
J. Cole pushing him.
The Bass, Check it out though, man. You might. I mean, you know what it was for me? I think the music of it.
What he sound like?
Yeah.
I didn't even
He got
get
his
it.
own little sound,
He got his
man.
own little sound.
Yeah.
It's a little fast.
Nope.
Okay.
I won't even say I got into it enough to really give it a hard study, but because it just didn't catch
It
me.
wasn't for you.
You know me, man. If
Certain
it don't
shit
catch
just
me,
ain't for you. You know what I mean?
if it don't, you know me. If it don't catch me, like when I first
Some
turned that
people
shit
just
on,
like
I'm
whatever
kinda,
the hype is. You know what I mean? A lot of people go for the hype.
I don't fuck around with that.
I don't.
Yeah,
That's why y'all
so,
didn't like that Trade E song, nigga, but I like that.
So with that month,
Hey, that nigga on that Friday, he got that Friday music playing.
yeah,
that. Nicki Minaj came out.
So I was gonna get two. Yeah.
Eminem came out that month.
Nah, the Bun B, man, the Return of the Trill. That shit to me,
I'm gonna have to listen to it because I'm gonna take your word for it.
take my word for it, man. Because you know Bun B don't make the usual down south, you know,
Bumbito got
trap.
them bars.
He what?
Bumbito got them bars.
Yeah, he said he don't got them bars.
No, I said he got them bars.
Yeah, man. Bun B he ain't the most lyrical, miracle, spiritual in the world,
But
but,
he got
He don't have to
bars.
be.
yeah, he don't have to be because
He don't
that's
have
not
to be.
him. You know what I'm saying?
But he
so
got bars.
He got
It's
bars
simple.
though. Yeah. Like the one song on that album that stood out, man, I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head, but it's a story about him. He tell it from two different sides. One side is him riding in his car, stop at the gas station, pick up a blunt, a little drink and shit, you know what I mean? He's sitting out of the car, roll up the blunt, dump the weed out, you know, the tobacco
guts.
out. Yeah, dump the guts
Blunt
out on the
guts.
side, roll up the blunt, pull off, you know, hit the blunt while he's smoking. Then the next verse is a cop who had saw him that was actually in the gas station as well that watched him do the shit. And the cop was like, man, I hope he don't dump that shit out the window. I hope he ain't smoking. I really don't want to pull him over tonight. He gonna make me do it. You know what I mean? So it's like a story. Telling both sides of it, of him and then him getting pulled over by the cop. You know what I mean? So that was like just like one of the stories on that album.
All right, I'm gonna have to check for that. I'm gonna listen to
that
it.
album was actually pretty. Then you know he got some hood shit on there too.
Because I mean,
Bun B a legend, man. You gotta at least give him a shot.
yeah, I just never. I like a few songs of them cats together.
You just never got into the whole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I had a real serious argument with I live in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Come on now. A real argument because I just felt like starting some shit today. Sometimes I come to work and just start shit with niggas and I came in there, I was like, Pimp C really wasn't that tight. Niggas was like, what? It was like,
They was offended.
Niggas wanted to step outside behind that shit. I'm like,
I feel the same.
see? So I'm like, everybody, niggas
Yeah.
He just talked that shit. That's
I'm
it.
like,
he talked that pimp
He
shit.
talked some shit. But when it comes to rapping, nah.
I was like, man, I said, I don't get it,
No, it
dog.
wasn't. He, like I said,
said,
he's
maybe-
another one that wasn't the most lyrical miracle.
I said
you know
maybe
what I
because I'm
mean?
not from down south and I don't understand what I just wasn't really feeling him like that.
Something about
dog.
suck his dick like a chicken wing.
Like they had one song that I
Nigga,
like.
ew.
One, that motherfucking Pocket Full of Stones. That was it. After that, I was like, I don't really like UGK. They was like, you don't like UGK. I was like, dude,
I won't say I liked all that shit, but they
I
got
don't
some
like all
dope
the shit.
shit.
They got some shit. They got some shit.
man,
I
all that
like
shit
I
sound
like
the same
Bun
to
B.
me.
I like Bun B more so by himself
Me too.
all that shit sound
because
the
his
same.
Trill
to me.
albums, the Trill.
It
The
don't
other,
sound. It ain't the same, bro.
No,
no.
all that shit sound like niggas driving slow in their Cadillac with the wet, nasty paint job.
And it's just the wet, nasty.
I don't know, nigga. I was on.
I'ma
fuck,
tell you
I don't
though,
really
dog.
fuck with that Texas shit, nigga.
I'ma tell you
I don't
though,
fuck with it. It's
that
just ain't
Texas
for
shit,
me.
Hey,
nigga.
Poop Jeezy gonna
Nah,
kill you.
yeah, yeah,
That's why I don't
dog.
say that
Hey,
around
Poop
him.
Jeezy.
Don't say
Get
that
this
around
nigga
Poop Jeezy.
Jeezy.
Nah.
If you listen to Poop Jeezy,
I'm sorry,
yeah,
big homie.
yeah.
I'm sorry, big homie. I know how you
I'm
feel
sending
about
him
it.
your way tonight.
I know how you feel about it. I don't know.
I
man.
would tell you though,
I
that
don't
Texas
really fuck
shit
with that
was
shit.
the reason why I like Bun B so
Chopped and
much, dog.
screwed
That
and
Texas
shit.
shit, dog. I want the car of my dreams, nigga. I want me like a 75 Broham, nigga, like a Fleetwood or something, nigga.
That motherfucker
With
all
some motherfucking
steel, nigga.
Trues and Vogues, dog, with the motherfucking
white
white
walls
leather
on it.
guts on
Some
it.
white walls.
You want the
With,
elbows
yeah, with a
too? huh?
nigga with a wet, nasty paint job
You want
on
the
it, nigga.
You want the elbows too?
Yeah, I want all that shit with the little
With a-
spoke things that come out the
15,
front
them
and the
the
side,
elbows,
dog.
them the
Straight-
elbows.
Yeah, dog, yeah.
Man,
all
fuck
that
them
shit.
elbows, dog.
Everything,
with a
dog.
chandelier,
Elbows.
yeah,
And the
chandelier.
chandelier,
Yeah,
with a dope fiend angel bitch
Yeah,
on the hood.
Yeah, with some skirts on
I
that.
had motherfucking swivel seats,
That nigga
nigga,
got
all
a
that
dope fiend
shit.
angel bitch on his
Tell
That
you,
nigga
hood.
had
dog.
swivel wicker seats in that motherfucker. With
Hell
the,
yeah,
with the,
nigga.
with,
Curtain. I'm having curtains in that motherfucker.
That nigga said swivel wicker seats.
with some skirts on that motherfucker.
But that Texas
With the
shit, dog,
backdrop.
made me want
That's
to.
Pook.
I'm telling you, dog. I want
Pook Jeezy.
Man, that Pook G, his Cadillac, that old school he
That
got, dog.
motherfucker
I'm
clean
telling you,
as a
dog.
You talking
bitch,
about
man.
Lucille?
Lucille, nigga, dog.
Lucille.
Clean as a
That
whistle.
little brown bitch bad, ain't she?
I'm telling you, dog. I sat in it once in the driver's
He
seat.
let you sit in that motherfucker?
Yeah,
You
man.
should feel lucky.
Hey, man
I went to
got
that,
one just like
Man
it.
got it. Yep,
He got the blue joint.
Man
Yeah, he
got
the
a blue
blue
one.
joint.
He got a
Yeah.
blue one.
He got
I'd
the
be
fat
scared to
white
I
pull
one.
that
remember he had
motherfucker
that.
out
Hey,
here,
remember he
nigga.
got that scratch in the side of it, dog, that one year.
Man, we was down at fucking Casablanca.
I know that nigga
lost
was
his marbles, nigga.
He
We
pulled up
came
in
back,
fr-
they scratched that bitch from the front to the back.
Yeah, dog.
Like somebody drove past and hit
No,
or a bitch
somebody-
came out
somebody
there
no
and keyed and
somebody-
shit.
somebody-
Motherfucker
yeah.
got mad because the nigga got a spot and just.
Yep. And he had the wet, nasty paint
I know
job
that
on
nigga
his
was
shit.
probably about to cry. He probably would have cried if y'all.
'Cause I
would've
remember
been
seeing
there.
he pulled up in front of what's the name crib one time. I was like, oh shit.
What color is it?
Blue.
It was like a dark navy blue. Like
Kind of
deep
like
navy.
a light navy blue.
I know he was
Yeah, like
sick.
maybe-
Yeah.
How much it cost to get that shit fixed? Did he get it
Too
fixed?
much.
Too
He ain't got
much.
it fixed yet.
No, that's why. Yep.
When did this happen?
A couple years ago.
He still ain't got that motherfucker fixed?
He don't be driving
He
that
don't
bitch.
drive.
Oh,
he
he
drive
like,
a
fuck.
Cadillac.
I don't blame him. I'll be like, man, I ain't pulling this motherfucker back
Yeah.
out.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'll be telling Pook, I be like, nigga, you need to keep that
He
motherfucker
already
in the garage,
drive a
nigga.
car. Who pull it out for like car shows and shit.
yeah.
Kill a motherfucker. You scratch
Yeah,
my
that
shit. I
motherfucker
spent
clean.
a couple stacks on that bitch.
Yep.
Man.
So let's get to September, man. We almost at the end here on the months. I'm gonna scroll down.
I had a couple of them that came out.
Cause that was the end of that.
Nah, man, it wasn't really
wasn't really
nothing.
nothing in
Logic,
Right,
Dom Kennedy. I like Dom Kennedy. I don't know. That's my.
I ain't gonna lie, Logic shit was all right.
With
Was
this,
it?
the one with that Wu-Tang with all, he had all of them on there. The
That was
one
his
song.
second. Actually, that was his second album of the year because he
Yeah,
had one
it
earlier
was.
in the year.
Yeah, he had the whole Wu-Tang joint on there. Lil Wayne,
Yeah.
niggas was gassing that one.
That shit was ass.
When was that?
They can kiss my whole ass, that
Yeah.
Lil Wayne shit,
That
dog.
shit
When
was
was that?
whack.
Hey,
September?
I was just searching right now, but listen, y'all.
That was whack. I don't fuck
Y'all
with. I
need
never
to
fuck
stop
with dude.
going for the popular name and try to make the shit
No, but you know
pop.
what? Niggas really believe that cat is dope like that.
Yeah.
They ain't gassing him. They really feel like
They
that.
really believe that.
I really think that nigga's hot like
I
that.
felt like the nigga had some new music and blended with some old music and just threw an album out so he can get off the label.
Yeah.
And at the same time, even if he had music that was up to date, I felt like he'd just be rapping and rhyme.
Yeah,
I don't.
You know
I
what I
never
mean?
liked him.
I never really liked him.
Just be
anyway, so.
rapping and rhyme. Like you ain't talking about nothing.
Talking about jack shit.
I like
This nigga
Carter.
When
hot.
has he ever talked about?
I like
anything?
Carter 1 and 2. I can't front about that. I like
I've
Carter
never
1 and
heard
2. Carter 1 and 2, I liked them.
I haven't really liked Lil Wayne since he was with
the
fucking
Hot Boys and shit. And he was like 16 years
That's
old.
when I
shit.
fucked with Lil Wayne. But after
I ain't
that, when he
fuck with
went
him
by
then.
himself, I was like,
I fuck with him off the first one and the second one. And I think that's when Gilly was writing for that nigga.
okay.
Had to be.
So let's see what October that T.I. man. Did y'all like that Dime track?
I liked it.
I like at first.
No, I liked it, but I had to go back and listen to it a
Yeah,
couple
because
times.
Because it ain't no
Like,
T.I. trap music album. Nigga grown now.
I ain't
He
need
got-
that.
I didn't want that from him anyway.
I didn't need
because
that
ain't nobody
anyway.
believing that shit. Like, nigga, you grown and you be
Exactly.
on TV with your kids and shit. Nigga, ain't nobody trying to hear that
It's
shit.
a couple things that threw me off.
I like that song you got with Anderson .Paak on there, though.
Dope.
Which
That's
one?
hot.
What threw you
Dope.
off about that album? Because it stood out to me. It was I had to go back and listen to it to myself. One of my guys told me about it. You know, I was like, I didn't like it. He's like, man, go back and listen to it. So I went back and
Yeah.
And then we did another. And we did an episode. What was it? 2 episodes ago? Me of my all women's episode.
Yeah, that was a
I
dope
did-
ass episode.
Yeah,
Shout
we
out to
talked
the
about-
ladies that was on there. That was real dope.
We talked
episode.
about T.I. Actually, we did a spotlight of T.I. on that episode.
It was
So
a
if y'all-
grown man's album.
Yeah,
That was kind of like
Grown Man
remember
album.
when
Yeah.
Nas made "Life Is Good." That was
That's
his grown man
exactly
album.
what.
So
That's
T.I.
exactly what it was.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
I like Nas' shit better.
Yeah.
though.
the life is good.
Yeah, that was dope. But
That's
that
exactly what
T.I.'s
T.I. shit
Yeah, that's what it
was.
was. It was a grown man album. It was time. Like nigga,
Man, the
I just
song-
feel like this is just my personal shit.
Yeah.
I feel like T.I. should be done rapping.
I think he might be after this one.
He should.
He should be, but
Ain't
he
nothing
not.
else for him to talk about.
It's not.
No, it's not.
And he been in the
Unless he
game
do
long
more
enough.
grown man albums.
But he can. You can only do.
You can only
one
do
or
so
two of them.
many.
Not really.
You can.
I mean, dude, cats make fucking
Who did more than one?
Nas.
Nas. I mean,
Nas been doing grown man albums for a minute,
yeah,
bro.
man.
Which one? Okay,
Not the
the last two. was grown man albums.
Even
I don't even consider that one as a good.
Life
That
is
shit was
good.
grown
Life
as
is
shit.
good. Yeah, that was
What was
definitely
one
grown
before
as
Life is
shit.
Good? What was one Life was before?
Even
Life
the
is
one
Good?
with fried chicken.
That was just the
Fried
Nas one.
Vixen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
that was
nigger
a
The
album.
that was
nigger
a
album,
while
but it
ago.
was just Nas. Yeah.
That
But
was
that
a
was the
minute.
one.
That was a good minute ago.
But that was the one before. You know, he was doing like every 2 years for a minute there. So
That's a
Yeah.
long time ago.
yeah. So Life
That
is
was a
Good.
minute. That was
Life
a
is
while
Good came
ago.
out a long time ago
Hov
before he
been doing
dropped
grown
Nasir.
man music for
Yeah.
a minute.
Yeah. So that Dime Trap that was dope. It's a song on there, man, called Wraith. That shit cool. I just want to
Yeah.
ball in the Wraith.
Yeah.
That is him.
You know
and,
he was gonna give you one of them.
Yeah,
niggas. You
that,
already know.
hey, dog, that shit.
You know he's
gonna give you
that's
one
the
of them.
song. Let me tell you, that's the song I ride to for work in the morning. Dog.
That
shit-
Atlanta anthem.
Dude, I just want to ball, and he played there because he like on the interludes. He got what's his name, Dave Chappelle.
Yeah.
They like listening to the album and they recorded it while they having like a listening session with Dave Chappelle. He come on out there and he like, nigga, play that back. They was like, you could tell him he was high as a motherfucker.
That's the
too,
time
Dave's
around the
kicking, yo.
time when I saw him at MJQ. Because he was Dave Chappelle.
Dave Chappelle?
Because he did 2 weeks in Atlanta at the Tabernacle, 2 straight weeks. So him and T.I. was.
You could tell they was like in the studio,
Yeah,
dog, like
hanging
smoking,
out.
hanging out and
Kicking
shit.
it
He
like
was
a
playing. He was
motherfucker.
like, Dave Chappelle was like, nigga, that got to go on the album. T.I. was like, nigga, everything I'm playing, you going on the album.
Right. All that shit
So
going on there.
yeah, so like that album was dope to me, man.
Yeah, I like that one. And you know, what was that? Ortiz and Apollo Brown was October. That's up there for.
That's up there
for the
album
belt,
of
too.
Yeah, that's up there for the belt, man, for album of the year, man.
I got that in my top 3.
Yeah, that's one you can just put on and walk
Let it
away.
ride.
Mona
Let
Lisa.
that shit
ride.
The
Yeah.
Mona Lisa.
Let it
Yeah,
ride.
yeah. I couldn't say anything better than that, man.
That
Like,
was
let that
definitely
shit
his
ride.
best
Like,
album. Yeah.
that was definitely
Hands down.
What?
Joel?
We ain't talking
hands
about. We ain't
down.
talking about a Slaughterhouse album. We talking about
No. The one. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna have to look
Hands
it up.
down.
Now.
That's hands down.
Hands
nigga.
down.
Come on now, you reaching? That's hands down.
Hands down. You can't skip
That
through
one with the
nothing.
red cover. Damn.
I know
was
what
the
you're
name?
talking
What was
about.
the name of that album, man?
That was like 7 years
It was a long ass
ago.
time
Right?
ago.
It was like
It was a
7 years. I know what
long
you're
ass time
talking
ago.
about.
I'm gonna pull it up now. Hold
Yeah,
on.
pull it up, Marcus, just see, because since you, yeah. But I ain't gonna argue with you, Hands. You know that is the one of his dopest albums. I ain't gonna say you wrong. You know what I mean? But that other album, I think it was just different because it was more hard bar. It was like a more.
It was harder.
It was harder. Yeah.
This shit was like
This was-
well rounded.
Yeah, this one was well rounded. A lot of dope stories. The dopest one of the dopest ones on there, man, was that place we was talking about being in the hospital.
Yep.
That shit was
Yeah.
dope as a motherfucker.
So he had
man.
That's Hip Hop, Human, House Slippers, Free Agent.
Free Agent.
Free agent.
Okay.
Yo, that shit was dope,
Yep,
yo.
yep.
House, I didn't really like House Slippers that much. That
I ain't
was
care
all
for
right.
House
Human was
Slippers.
okay.
I'm gonna go back and listen. I'm looking at these features on Free Agent. Oh,
Free
shit.
agent was nice.
Nah, Free Agent
What the
was
Free
fuck?
agent was
yeah,
nice.
dog.
Okay.
That album was cold as a motherfucker.
But you know why I take away from Free Agent is because of the features.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
But
But
that
this one
shit-
is just him.
Yeah.
Well, no,
Yeah,
he got a song on there with
That's
with,
it.
with Royce.
That's
Royce.
it.
Yep.
You
That's
sure?
it. Yep. I don't think so.
Hold on.
That's it, right?
I believe so.
Let
Yeah.
me see.
With
About
Royce.
the- So the first one.
Yeah, be our resident researcher right now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get one day, man.
You-
Put him in the corner over there and shit. Put a little
Right.
computer over there.
Yeah.
Hey, that's
right.
what, hey, that's what Joe got.
Yeah, is there somebody? Well, yeah, everybody need one.
You do.
Hey, nigga, hey, man.
Actually, you
Hey,
right.
man, look that up.
Actually,
Well,
you're right.
it was just
Yeah,
Royce.
just
He was the only
Royce.
one on
That's
there.
it.
He didn't even have
That's
nobody.
why.
He didn't even have. I don't even think nobody like singing on the hooks or nothing.
Nope.
That's why that's in my top 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah.
You're right.
That's why
For this
that's
year,
in my
yeah,
top
yeah,
3.
for sure.
That's why.
But Free Agent though was dope. You can't
I'm
say
gonna go back
that.
and listen to
you
that
can't,
one.
you can't knock that.
I'm gonna go back and listen to that.
You got
The
to,
Free
bro.
Agent,
Yeah,
you
'cause I
gotta go
never
back
heard
and listen to
Got
that.
to.
Yeah, that shit was dope as fuck. Because I think that was when he finally got out of Aftermath.
Yep.
Okay.
And he was able to put his own album out. Because he had an album out before Free Agent, but I think it was something he just kind of threw out there.
We can't
But,
get past October without mentioning Quavo.
Man. Them niggas ass,
Where
dog.
was
I don't
that
even
at?
go
Where was
here.
that at on here? When did that come out?
October.
Did it?
Listen,
Quavo,
man. Listen.
Quavo
Oh, yeah,
Huncho.
Huncho.
What's up with the Huncho thing? I see that.
All right,
people-
so I'm gonna throw that in my wackest album of the year list.
yeah, that's there. That's
I think
I'm
that's
with
probably the wackest shit
That's right
I
at the
heard this
top.
year.
I'm with it.
that's right at the top.
I'm with it.
That's about the bullshit, most
he
bullshit.
couldn't. Listen, man.
I thought that one might have been a little bit better because niggas love Quavo. So I figured he would come with it and give the niggas the ignorant shit that they always want to hear.
Love him, though. That nigga ass.
Dog, let me tell you, Shamar. I know you haven't listened to it. Me and Marcus actually listened to it.
Nah, I'm not gonna waste my life.
Because we was gonna do like a segment. I'll just put it out there now. We was gonna do a segment where me and him was gonna do album reviews. And we was gonna pick a dope album and a whack album and do like an album review. And then we actually recorded one. I was like, I ain't got time for that shit. So we kind of squashed it.
Right.
But so the album that we listened to was, we did two. Did we record 2 episodes of that? I think we did.
I think it was the Quavo and the Takeoff or Top Spin or Offhand or whatever the fuck dude name.
No, this nigga said Top Spin.
That ain't his name?
That nigga said Top Spin.
Top Spin. What's the other dude name?
Turn around.
Offhand.
Offset.
Off speed.
Off speed and shit.
Off switch.
Off kilter. I don't know what the fuck that nigga name is.
we was gonna do that. So the albums that we listened to was
I said Top
the
Speed.
Quavo Huncho. He said Top Speed.
Hey, sorry youngsters if we shitting on your favorite rapper.
Top Spin. My fault, man.
Yeah. So we listened to the Quavo Huncho and we listened to the motherfucking the Takeoff album. So, dude, that we actually listened to the whole
I can't believe
thing.
you motherfuckers listened to that shit.
We didn't skim, nigga. I'm talking about.
Yeah, we actually listened to every
how
song.
disgusted with y'all.
Top to bottom.
Like, dog, I'm surprised that y'all did that shit.
Let me tell you, nigga.
I'm happy I wasn't fucking here.
I'm sitting on the couch, right?
It's all for hip hop.
I was sitting on the couch.
We was gonna do the episode. Like I said, we was gonna do album review episodes. So we was like, we're gonna do this shit. You can't say some shit like really.
Yeah, you gotta listen to
the
it.
shit, you know.
I wasn't playing 2K. I didn't have a phone. I turned my ringer off. I was like, I'm gonna listen to this album. I had the TV off.
Damn
nothing,
it, man.
nigga. I sat on my couch like,
damn it, man.
what the fuck?
Damn it.
Like, why am I doing this to myself?
And every time I thought, okay, I hear a little beat coming on. I'm like, okay, he finna give me something. Then I'll be like,
that nigga started dancing to the beat and shit.
I'm like, goddamn.
Let me tell you, Shamar, he had a song on there. This is where he lost me, man. I got tears in my eyes thinking about this
Oh,
shit.
man, nigga.
Dog, he had that song on there. This is where I had to turn the album. I think I finished it, but I kind of turned it off.
Yeah.
He had a song,
towards
right?
The end,
towards the end,
yeah.
he had a song, right? It started with a Malcolm X speech.
Yeah,
So you remember the Malcolm X speech? I know you know this Malcolm X speech. When he was talking about, who taught you how to hate yourself? That one. So I'm like, okay, he about to really give me something. I know it wasn't going to be lyrical miracle. I knew that. I just thought he was going to be on some hood, talk about some hood shit, police brutality, you know, niggas do right in the hood, something. Dog, this nigga got right back to talking about hoes, bitches, throwing money. I'm like, dog, you just disrespected Malcolm X like that, yo.
I heard that on that song like 100 times.
And once
Seriously,
he did
man?
that, dog, I was like, yo, you fucking serious?
That's why I don't listen to that bullshit.
And I was done. So to me, just that right there alone, dog, make that the wackest fucking bullshit I heard all year.
I will never waste time like that in my life.
That shit
ever.
was whack, nigga. The other one was dope, though.
The other
I ain't
one?
gonna say it was dope. Let me stop.
The Quavo Huncho, I will throw that in one of my whack albums of the year too, but I get it. I know it's not. I'll put it like this: that album just wasn't for my ears.
Yeah.
But I can hear how somebody would
like it,
like that. Yeah, he actually had some songs on it. I was like,
Quavo Huncho.
Yeah, this the
what
other
the
dude.
Fuck
this
is a Quavo Huncho?
No, I'm not talking about him. The other cat, the Takeoff album.
Top Spin.
The one he called Top Spin.
My fault.
But Takeoff, his shit. He actually had some shit on there.
It was.
Them niggas got some crazy ass fucking names, nigga.
Yeah, I can't keep
that
up,
album.
but,
No, it was.
But we actually
it was what
to
I
him.
expected it to be.
It was
some Migos shit. It was some up tempo, some dance, some shit that you hear.
But the
in
Quavo
club,
shit,
like,
dog, you can tell he didn't put no thought into
he's
any
just
of
like
that.
he like these niggas gonna bite whatever I do. That's
I
what
don't
he
even
did.
think he wrote any of that shit. It don't sound like it. I hope he didn't.
He was like niggas gonna bite.
I hope and pray. I don't even pray, but I will pray that he didn't write any of that. Because if he wrote that shit, man, I don't know what the fuck wrong with him if he wrote that shit. So, but anyway, that was in my wacky shit of the year, man.
Mine
so,
my wacky shit of the year is Blueface, nigga.
Blueface?
I hate that nigga.
Who is honestly?
That nigga straight up fucking.
This nigga
he's
from LA.
the juice at the bottom of the fucking garbage barrel.
He one of them new.
You heard that nigga though, right?
Dude is terrible.
What's his name?
Blueface, and he's a so-called Crip.
Yeah, he from.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Nigga, he
Don't
ass,
even
nigga.
look that shit up, nigga. Just,
I'm not.
Yeah.
He ass, dog.
Yeah, don't even look
I'll
that shit
take y'all
up.
word for it.
Yeah,
Dog.
don't waste your...
He do West Coast music though, like that.
No, he
motherfucking
do.
Crip
No,
Walker type
he
shit.
No,
like
nigga.
nigga.
If he did that-
He signed to Cash Money West.
If he did that, I would have some respect for him, but he don't. He do all that other...
No, he do whatever the fuck he feel. Like it ain't even no real shit. Like you think it's a
Yeah,
joke.
that shit is stupid. Like that Ice JJ Fish dude.
One of them type of niggas, dog.
Really?
And he got a deal, B.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Yep.
That's how bad this shit is going. now.
November.
All right, so we'll get to the Currency and Freddie Gibbs. Y'all listen to that shit?
I kind of skipped through it.
Fetty?
I ain't listened to neither one of them.
I really.
It was all right. No,
I like
it's
Freddie
they
Gibbs.
did that together. This is album
Yeah,
together.
I like Freddie Gibbs. I really don't like Currency, so I really didn't give it a full chance. But I'm gonna go
Yeah.
back and listen to it. So I was a little.
You got to
biased
be in the
on
mood
it.
for Currency, man.
I can't speak on it because I try to listen to Currency and he just.
It just don't
you
fit
gotta
your,
be high to listen to Currency.
Really?
It don't fit your ears, man.
Where
He
you
don't rap
from?
slow as much.
Yeah.
New Orleans.
Yeah.
Or like
Okay.
Shreveport
He
or
got
something like
that.
that.
He
But
got
he
that
from Louisiana.
fucking drawl and all that.
Yeah.
That's like he don't like
But his
Big
beats,
Crit.
his beats are dope though.
Okay, he don't like Big Crit because he said Big Crit too country. He can't
He's
listen.
too country for me too.
I like Big Crit though, man. That
He
nigga
too
he got
country
bars
for me too.
though.
He got bars, but he too country for me. Ain't gonna
Yeah,
lie
some
to
of
you,
that should
dog.
be. Man.
Nigga, you got that WL on all your words, B. Like I can't keep
fucks
jiggy
with
with this
Chris.
shit.
November.
He had some dope shit on that Bun B album though. That was dope
Yeah.
because you know he produced
No,
too.
man, that last album he
produced,
had-
so he made. I think he made the beat.
Go back and listen to the last album he had. I'm finna look it up now. Hold up. It was dope. He had.
I forgot the name of it, but Pierre
He had
White
a
said it was
joint
dope.
with Lupe on there. Hold on. It was that album was hot.
Lupe dropped some shit in 2018 as well.
That album was. I don't know. That was just about.
That's
to talk
gonna be
about
on
that.
one of my wackest albums. That's one of the
Yes.
wackest album of the year
Nigga, that
list.
shit was like over there, over there, over there, over there, over there.
It was supposed to be a story.
Cadillactica.
That shit-
That was
Cadillac,
Big Crit.
yeah. People said that shit was pretty. I mean,
Yeah,
I
that's the
listened
one.
to it.
Yeah. That Lupe album, though.
Nigga, that shit had me lost, nigga.
Supposedly, it's a story
My
Slave,
ass.
like some slave
about
shit type shit.
being on a slave ship or some
ass.
crazy shit like that. I
The
don't know.
first like 2 songs was
And then he went
That
fucking
dude,
bonkers,
man, he
nigga.
dude has so much potential. You know
But
what
he
I'm saying?
he tried to be too fucking
Doing,
smart.
yeah,
dog.
like, come on, bro, you doing too much.
Like, nigga, ain't nobody grasping that shit.
No,
But if you actually
not
listen
even
to
high.
it, some of the stuff be
That
Not
nigga
even
got
high.
Mexican, Jamaican, African, Indian, all kind of music on that shit, dog.
I'm just talking about the bars too, though. Like if you listen to the bars, it's not easy to follow.
It's not.
It's not
It's
easy
not.
to follow, yo. Even for a hardcore hip hop cat like
It's
me,
not
yo,
easy
it's
to
not
follow.
easy to follow.
It's not at all.
And when they was saying that album was supposed to be a story, I was like, okay, let me listen to this. Even though it was like 50
It
songs
was
in
a
that
lot of
fucking
fucking
album.
songs
I
on the
tried
album.
so many times.
And it was
listening
all
to it.
long as a motherfucker
Yeah,
too,
it
dog.
was.
So I was like,
nigga,
I'm still gonna
like,
give
wrap
it a
this
try.
shit up, nigga.
Yeah, I'm at work blowing my glass and shit. You know, I put my little earphones
wrap
in.
it up, nigga.
And yeah, wrap it up, B. And it was not wrapping it up, B. Like
you can't just overdo your music like that. Like you wasted
Trying
so
to be
much
too
other
clever.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Simplify that shit, man.
November, I'm gonna tell y'all. November was a big month.
Action Bronson, that white Bronco. Did you like? I like. It was
Yeah.
alright.
I like Action Bronson,
I
so I
fucks
gave
with
it a
Action,
chance. I
dog.
like dude because he
I
got
like
some
him
bars.
too, dog.
At this point with me,
Even though he always talk about food and shit.
yeah, but at this point with me,
think Luke
Action
had to-
Bronson done got repetitive. Yeah, Action Bronson done got repetitive,
Very repetitive.
to me, man.
Always talking about food. He just
And
be
it's not
giving-
necessarily repetitive on the bars because you know niggas gonna rap how they gonna rap. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's the music. He do the same production, yo, every album except the one. You remember he did the one with Harry Fraud,
I ain't gonna lie.
the Sob Stories.
Yep.
That shit was dope.
Last joint I kind
But-
of like was Blue Chips.
Blue Chips, but that was a whole album of that same, you know.
That's like the last joint I
Yeah.
cared for. Like
Yeah.
that was hard to me.
Yeah, White Bronco is pretty much the
decent.
same thing. Yeah, it's pretty much the same thing. You know what I'm saying? So, Marcus liked that one though. The
White Bronco?
the White Bronco. Yeah, he liked that one for real.
Yeah,
though.
I like that one. I fuck with Action Bronson. November was a big month though, because you got Action Bronson, Styles had another one.
Yeah, that was Styles. The other one, the Dime Bag. That was the full album.
Dime Bag, yeah.
The full album, the Dime Bag. That was a dope one that year, that month, man. Yeah. Y'all was like that Swiss.
Hey, we got special guests in the building.
Mook, what's up, my brother?
Hey, we got the beige bomber.
Close that door, my brother.
Hey, man, get that man a seat, man.
Over there in the corner. What? Yeah, grab one out the corner over there, yeah.
What else? That Swiss came out.
That Swiss Beast, that Poison.
I fucks with the Poison.
You put me on that.
I fucks with it.
You put me on that one.
Hey, I fucks with it. You know, you get the Poison joint and you take off a couple tracks. I give you like, what is it? How many tracks on that joint? Like 10?
Mm-hmm.
You take off 3 of the joints, you got a classic.
Yeah, I like that one. I liked it, and I didn't think that I would.
I didn't think I would either.
Yeah,
that shit fucking dope. The production, the bars, everything was up to par.
Yeah, that shit was.
What up, little dog?
It was alright. It was pretty cool. Go look in the cabinet above the sink. It's that one hitter up there. Yeah, above the where all my glasses at. Yeah.
Edible, I'm on here rolling like a crackhead.
Oh shit.
He out here with the edibles.
November
so yeah, that was that Takeoff album was
Top Spin in November.
That Top Spin. You know, his album was called The Last Rocket. So, who else?
Also,
we had?
my album, one of my top 1 or 2
albums of the year. This one year running for your album of the year.
Master Ace and Marco Polo, Brooklyn Story.
Brooklyn Story.
That's a classic.
Yeah, I know Master Ace. That's one of your favorite MCs.
Yeah, definitely. So that album, top to bottom, he got dope ass features. Marco Polo production, crisp as usual. It's a story. It's 2 stories.
It's 2 stories. It's the story of Marco Polo and how he came to the United States and became a producer, and then it's also a Master Ace story as well. You listen to it, Shamar?
I haven't heard it yet.
Man, you tripping.
I'm sleeping.
Yeah, you need to get on that one.
You need to pop
You got
some
one with your boy, Elzai.
He got one, yep. No, he got one with Pharoah Monch, yo. That might be the best one on there.
Yeah, Pharaoh on there. You got MOP on there.
MOP on there. He got Fizzy. Yeah.
He got a banger right
You got the one with Strick with EMC.
He got one EMC on there.
Strick on there too?
Yeah.
Snapped.
Yeah.
That yeah. Hold on, let me see who all you got.
The one thing I will say about Marco Polo and that album specifically, I won't say he copies, and because I don't really believe in that too much. Like inspired by Primo. Like his production. If you listen to the album, you would think it's a Primo. You would think it's a Primo album from a lot of the production you listen to.
Really?
Yeah. But it's dope though. Like you can tell it's his own sound. Like it's basically like his own twist.
Tell.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Because then he'll throw some other beats in there, like how Apollo Brown, you know his sound.
Yeah.
But then he'll throw a beat in there. It'd be some completely offbeat, and it'd be like some shit that you don't know.
Do this.
It'd be some shit that you didn't think that he could make, and it'd still be dope. So yeah.
So they got Smith and Wesson on that Brooklyn joint.
Smith and Wesson on
That's
that
the first one.
Talking about Brooklyn, yeah.
You got one with Styles. You got another one. The one with Elzai. That might be one of the best ones on there. You got one with Lil Fame.
Yeah, you got the one with Lil Fame.
EMC, Pharoah Monch. Yeah, hey.
Nigga,
when you at the crib,
fuck I missed this?
Yeah, I don't know how you missed that one. That shit, yeah, that one. They just came off tour on that one.
Yeah, that came out in November,
on tour.
right?
Yeah. That was on tour on that one, all like over in Europe. Yeah,
that shit dope, man.
You got to get on that one. Like maybe tomorrow when you at the crib doing what you're doing.
Nigga,
I ain't gonna tell you it's like some like hard just. It ain't. That's not what it is. Yeah, that's what I'm just saying. I'm just gonna tell you that's not what it is. It's more story. Is man. It's the Master Ace as he gotten older in his career. He's more storytelling now.
Yeah.
So it's a lot more substance. You know what I mean?
But he still come with them bars though.
Yeah, he still come with the bars. But I'm just saying it's more his albums because even the one before that. What was the one album before that? That was kind of the story. His
was it Long Hot Summer? No, that was a while ago.
No, he came out with it last year. It was more a story about him growing up in the projects. It had a lot of interludes with the little kids on there. I can't think of the name of it.
This album,
but it came out last year.
You know how a lot of times, sometimes the album, it'll be choppy, and you don't, like one song to the next, you don't know what direction it's going. This one,
you go from a fucking trap song to a
this
love
one
song.
got a flow to it where it start here, and sometimes it stay there. And it get higher, but then it's got a flow to it where it's continuous. It ain't just choppy and it's all over
Yeah, because
the
it's a
place.
story, man. They
Yeah.
kind of tell a story, so it's got a nice smooth flow, man. The production is all consistent. You know
That
what I
might be
mean?
my best
That's why
album of the year.
I'm crazy about Pusha T album.
Yep.
Yeah, it's nice. It was consistent, man.
Sons of
Very
Yvonne.
consistent.
That was the name of it.
Who?
Son of Yvonne.
Yeah, the Son of Yvonne. That one. That was the one he came out with last year. That one was
Yep.
more like a story of him
And
growing up in
then-
Brooklyn and shit like that. So.
In 16, it was the falling season. Yeah.
Let's see. What else came out? The Benny the Butcher. That Time to Talk
Time
3.
to Talk 3.
That's up there for
That-
top
hey.
album of the year.
Definitely in mine.
That's
no,
top
it's a-
3.
That's in my top 3.
It might be. I just cleaned it.
That's up there. That's top
Yeah.
3.
Marcus, what you got in your top 5, man?
This year,
Yep.
I got
Hold on, let me see real quick before we get to that. The Benny the Butcher, the Time to Talk 3. And then what else came out? That the other Black Thought album.
Yep.
Salon, with
Yep.
Salon
Ooh.
Remy.
Yep.
Stream
I
of
Volume
told you
2.
November was
Volume
big.
2. Yeah, November was. Yeah.
And them Ghostface.
G-Host.
The Ghostface. The Lost.
It was 2 of them.
But that was the one that just came out. That's just the remixes of the Lost
November
tape.
that was G-Host, right?
That one right there. Oh, you talking about? You said Ghostface.
Yeah.
Ghostface was the.
Ghostface.
He said Ghostface. It was called the Ghost Files, but
Yeah.
that was the brown. It was called the Browns and the Propane.
Yeah.
But that was the remixes of the Lost tape.
Yeah, I would
Yeah,
say that one.
okay.
That
Because I
one-
went, I listened. I thought it was some new shit. I was
But
like,
the
oh,
Lost
it's the
tape
same
wasn't
damn
old
song.
songs, though. Them was new songs.
I know, but these two right
Those
here,
right there was remixes. Okay,
too.
I got you. I
Yeah,
got you. I
yeah.
got you.
So
Okay. I fucks with Ghost, though. Y'all know that's my nigga.
Dog,
So
get that nigga a little corner.
that's all
Anderson
you
Paak.
need.
Anderson Paak came out, too.
Dog.
I ain't really get into the Anderson Paak.
I fuck with it, but
Yep.
I can't put it on this. I can't put it nowhere near on this list.
Nah, hell no.
I'm
too-
gonna tell you
the
what came
range
out.
too
I'm
wide.
gonna tell you what came out at the end of November. The Alchemist Bread. The
Yeah.
EP.
That's that shit.
That's dope.
Yeah, it's like a EP. It's like 5 or 6 songs or something like that. Because he got the songs and then he got the instrumentals.
Instrumentals, too. Yeah,
And
that
that's
shit
the
is
one.
hot.
He got Conway on there, man. He got one with Murs. He got one with.
We can't really consider that an album, then.
We
can't.
Yeah, I mean it's an EP. I just consider it EP. I'm just saying the dope shit that came out this year, man. That was some dope. You know,
Too short.
I was trying. I tried to listen to that, man. I couldn't.
Short dog.
Yeah, but I have been on a Too Short kick, yo. I was listening to that shit at work. White dude at work was like, "Dog, you over listen to some Too Short?" I said, "Hell yeah, nigga, I'm on my pimp shit." You know what I'm saying?
Diplomats.
I didn't
Y'all
listen to that.
yet?
I didn't listen to that album.
You listen to it? How it sound? It's Diplomats. Okay.
Hey, listen,
There's not as many cuts.
listen,
Okay.
listen.
Jim Jones actually.
Jim clowned on that
Did
joint.
he?
Did he?
Nigga, he's
Better
the
than
star.
his album?
Listen,
His
Jim,
album was whack.
Jim been that Wasted Talent better than all they shit.
Okay, I'm gonna have to check it out.
Wasted Talent is all right, nigga. Nigga,
I like
Jim,
the one he got with Kiss.
Jim killed all them niggas on that diplomat shit, dog.
Was
He killed all them niggas,
Santana
dog.
on there?
Nigga, yes.
Okay, because that's all right. Cool. All
He
right.
killed them niggas on that shit. He killed them niggas on that shit.
What about Killer?
Killer sound old on that joint. man.
You remember he was at A3C the last time I came down
Yeah,
there? He was at A3C last time we came down there. It was like, I don't really want to see
yeah,
him.
like niggas.
It's like,
I get the boosters.
It ain't the same
I get
appeal of
computers
Cam.
puting.
I had a couple more, man, that wasn't
'em,
on there
girl.
that I wanted to speak on, man, before we get to
What's that?
The Torre and Praise, the All
Yeah,
Praise dude.
Dope.
That's hot.
That shit
Dope.
is also in running for my top album of the year.
Yep.
Even though it's an EP, I'm still gonna put that shit
Hey,
in my
that's
top
the
album.
only
of the
reason
year.
why it's not in mine.
Yeah,
Because it was
it's only
an EP.
like an EP.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck that. I don't give a fuck about that EP.
I got
shit,
a couple
dog.
niggas that had EPs I had to remove,
Nas had an EP, basically. Shit, it was
but
what?
they weren't calling it an EP.
Yeah, they don't call it EP. If you get over a certain amount of songs, when you turn it into the label, it's not considered
Yeah.
an EP.
How many? 7?
7.
Something like that. I think it's 7, 6 or 7 or whatever. Some shit like
Plenty of
that.
niggas was dropping 7s.
Yep, because that's why you can turn that in and cover your contractual obligation.
Yep.
Conway,
Which one?
Everybody is Food.
I didn't listen. I didn't hear that one this year.
I didn't think that was better than the
get
first
that
one.
You gotta listen to that shit on YouTube.
It wasn't better than the first one.
Nah, because he wasn't putting that on streams.
That first one was way harder than
The
that.
other one, the Ghostface, the regular Lost tapes, the Lost,
That
the
was-
first,
yeah.
that shit was actually pretty dope, and it
Yeah.
actually sounded like a fucking Wu-Tang album. Even though Ghostface is the only one really
You
holding
know
down the
who did
Wu-Tang
the production
right now.
on that?
Who was it? All of it?
Yeah, remember that cat that be the white boy?
Because I didn't look it up.
Used to do the album reviews, the Big Ghost. He did that.
Yeah, I didn't look up the production on that one.
That.
I didn't really go through the liner notes on that one. I just kind of listened
Jamla.
to it. Oh, that one on there, that Jamla. I didn't like that album.
You didn't like that? I like that.
It wasn't nowhere near as slick as the first one.
Yeah, I'm good on
I
that.
don't know, man. I think this
That shit
wasn't
wasn't fucking with the first. Hell,
I didn't like the
no.
first one. The one with Kweli and all. And
Man,
What was
that
the first
one.
the Indy 500 one.
That first one was.
I don't think that was the
slaughtering
first. That wasn't
That wasn't
no
it?
fit. That was some quality shit.
That shit was whack.
I think that was some quality. Yeah.
The first one was killing the second one.
I wasn't fucking with that. I wouldn't. It was too many off-brand motherfuckers on there.
That's how that Jamla album was.
But
to
see,
me.
that-
Like,
that
shit was.
second one-
Yeah, that
But
shit was
I
like
don't know,
off
man.
brand, like
I
a
like that
motherfucking
shit,
dog.
dog. I
Too
like
much
that.
R&B. You know what I mean?
I like that shit.
And I
was
wanted
just-
hip hop. It was cool.
Like
for
I
the
said,
vibe.
I think we talked about it on one with the episode. I was like, dude, that shit was. Some of them cats just did not need
They
to
didn't
have
fit.
whole songs. No,
They
they
didn't
just didn't
fit.
need whole songs.
And they ain't
like
fit.
do a feature, give them a feature. They didn't
I
need
like
a
that
whole
one.
song. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all heard Cube album?
Nah, I didn't listen to that shit.
I ain't gonna waste my time, B.
Nah.
He missed on that one. You listen
Yeah,
to it?
I won't really say.
I ain't gonna waste my time with Cube today.
It's alright.
Yeah, I didn't listen
Let's
to
put
it.
it like that. It's alright.
It's alright. You
Yeah.
ain't gonna throw it all away. You ain't gonna throw it all the way in the trash.
Did we talk about the Benny the Butcher? Time to talk.
Time to talk.
No, we ain't
3?
talk about that
We,
yet.
we spoke on it, but we didn't
little
talk
bit.
about it.
That was like some
I don't know, nigga. That one-
pre-speak shit,
that
nigga.
one
You gotta get past the intro. Like
As
the
y'all
first,
know, man,
the
over here
first
on the
2
golden
minutes.
era, man, we love hard bars.
Hey,
that
we
hard
feel a
ass
certain
East
way
Coast
about
shit
that.
about
That's in
that
my
shit.
top. That shit is in heavy rotation in the whip.
Yeah.
You niggas, if I send it to you, get past the first 2 minutes and listen to the
Listen
rest
to
of
it.
the
Well, if you want to,
motherfucking
just skip the
album,
intro if
nigga.
you want
to.
No,
That
you
album.
can't skip the
Well,
intro.
I know you're not supposed
it's setting
to,
it up.
but just,
Because what we
you
said
know,
earlier today, the intro start off slow as
It's
a
setting
fuck.
up the whole album. Yeah.
But nigga, when he get into his bag, nigga,
yeah,
listen to
that's
you
all
gonna
I've been listening
appreciate
to.
it, dog.
Yeah.
I know a couple niggas I sent it to and they kind of skipped through it.
Nah, you gotta let that one
But
rock.
they gonna
'Cause
play.
You gotta feel it.
Them niggas gonna play Scorpion.
Right. That's some bullshit.
Fuck out of here, nigga.
Oh, we
So-
didn't talk about your guy in November.
Who?
Meek.
I don't listen to Meek Mill,
Those
so I
niggas
wasn't
was
gonna talk
gassing
about
the fuck
I was
out
talking
that.
about my albums that I
Oh,
like,
okay,
so
cool,
I
okay.
wasn't. Yeah.
Listen, man, we gotta discuss it though.
We do, because it came out.
We have
talked-
to,
What?
dog. I just
His
feel
album?
like niggas.
You actually listen to it?
Yes, I did.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, go for it.
Time and time and time and time and time and time again.
You
Why?
listen to it that many
You
times?
know why? Because niggas, look.
You said you listened to it that many
I
times?
promise to God I
Oh,
did.
okay.
Niggas
You're
try
trying
to
to
call
figure
me
it
a
out.
hater.
So
So
you
you
trying to
was
figure
trying
it
to-
out?
you was trying
Niggas
to
try to
decode
call
the
me a
math and
hater
shit? Okay.
because I don't fuck with dude like
Okay,
that.
so
I
you
feel
had
like
to-
the nigga got some dope joints.
You had to figure
can't
out
deny that.
what the talk was about.
I can't deny that.
Yeah.
Nigga, that nigga got some ill joints. I can't deny that.
I think Meek can rhyme.
I think
just
he can,
don't-
too.
I think it's the music.
He need to
and-
simmer the
You
fuck
be hollering and
down.
shit too much, dog.
Simmer the fuck down, nigga. Take some Ritalin, nigga, and
Like,
rap.
Go smoke some weed or something. Nigga. Go get it. Go hit the blunt, nigga.
Nigga always gotta yell, my nigga. Like, dog, I don't need all that. But at the same time, he got a lot of substance on the album. But at the same time, the album all over the fucking place.
Hey, baby.
Because he got a million
And they say
features on there.
they
dog.
say this is his best album yet.
That's what I
nigga,
keep
no,
hearing.
it's not.
I keep
But you
hearing
know,
that.
in some artists, man, that's all they do is features. Every fucking, it'd be like one song on their whole album and it just be them by themselves.
This
But
shit
that's a
flooded.
with the compilation album.
Yeah,
to
this
me.
shit flooded. This like a Jay-Z
he got a-
Rock La Familia
Yeah,
album,
he got
nigga.
Oh, damn.
Yeah,
That's how this shit is, dog.
Who
and-
else? Method. You heard? Who heard the Method Man?
I didn't
haven't heard
I
it
didn't
yet.
listen to that one yet, but I
I heard
did
that
listen
one
to
yet.
the first one though, when that they came out with the first album that he dropped with that in that series,
Meth Lab.
the Meth Lab 1. The Meth
Okay.
Lab 1 was actually dope. I didn't know the Meth Lab 2 came out, and
Yeah,
I didn't
he
really
just
get it. He
snuck
just-
that one in. On
Yeah,
that,
I guess I must not have been looking too hard at the time. I don't know, but I'm gonna go back and listen to it. But Meth Lab 1 was pretty dope.
All right.
But
With that-
Ghostface still holding down the Wu though.
With
Always.
this being a combo, where the fuck is Muddy Waters 2?
I was just thinking that. Like, what the fuck, man? He
Red had a good year
He was
this year,
dropping
but
some
he didn't
singles.
drop no album. He
He
dropped
dropped
all
some
singles.
singles. I like them singles, though.
freestyles.
Yeah, videos.
the singles
all
was
kind of
dope
shit.
though, but
I think he just grinding and working, man. He gonna drop some shit next year.
That nigga keep telling niggas Muddy Waters 2 on way.
get niggas.
He did it for like a year straight.
niggas
dog.
thirsty on
I'm
it.
mad as fuck right
he
now.
been doing that.
He one of my favorites, nigga. I need
Yeah,
to
he
hear
gotta
it
get
right
back
now.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much.
that was pretty much the whole year. All the dope shit that we had, man. That So we talked about the wackest shit for the year. Shamar, what did you say was your wackest shit for the year, man? Me and Marcus,
y'all already know.
Who y'all say?
That goddamn
that
Quavo album.
Huncho album, dog. That shit was horrible.
Man,
That
nigga,
shit was whack, nigga.
that nigga ass, man.
And there's a guy who had.
Dog said, I'm telling you, dog, if I had more thumbs, I'd give that shit 4 thumbs down. Straight up.
I'm gonna tell you who was ass in 2018. The nigga y'all been waiting on for so fucking long. Lil Wayne shit was ass.
I wasn't waiting on that shit.
That shit was ass.
Yeah, he was.
Well, at
garbage.
least you listened to it to say it was ass.
That shit
Right.
was ass.
Right.
Was it?
They tried to make that shit sound like it was great. Nigga, that shit was garbito.
When you were still in hot, when you were still
Man,
hot.
Yeah.
When you were still dropping whack, when you were still dropping.
whack because it's late.
Nigga,
it's
that
late.
shit would have came out then. It was still whack because you heard 2 different times of music in that motherfucker,
Yeah,
dog.
that's fucked up.
It was like a 10-year
But see,
gap
Lil Wayne
in his
was at
music,
Lil Wayne's
dog.
at that point to where he like Jay-Z, he put out an album, motherfucker, it don't matter.
It don't fucking matter. Nigga.
Motherfuckers gonna buy it,
was.
but motherfuckers gonna buy it and listen to it just to hear what it sound like, and you get paid for that.
Man, that shit was ass.
And even if you listen to the whole thing, or if you bought it and it's whack, guess what? You got paid for
Still-
that.
Yeah,
Yep,
motherfucker, you still bought it.
Yep.
You
I
still
listened
bought
to
the
it. I
motherfucker.
gave that nigga some money.
You gave him a stream.
Yep.
There you go. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, get your money, Weezy.
Yeah.
Retire, my nigga.
So me and Marcus kind of
Quavo, nigga, that shit was garbage. That was terrible.
that was what we actually invested our time into, and I
Y'all
can
niggas
say,
put time into that
Sat
shit,
there and
like
listened to
for
that whole
real.
fucking album, nigga.
These niggas in silence, nigga. Listen to that Quavo shit, dog.
This
I
guy,
actually listened to that shit at work, dog. While I
Oh,
was
he
blowing
was
glass,
tripping.
dog.
Nigga
Yeah.
had
guy album was
earbuds
better.
on and shit.
I had my little earbud because I keep one on one side because we're not supposed to have them. So I got a Bluetooth one that I just put in my right ear so my left one be open, man. So I'm working and shit. Listening to
That
this
nigga was
shit.
doing that little dance
Dog.
moves and shit.
No, I'm like, I got torches in my hand, little blowholes in my mouth, laughing and shit, spitting the
That
holes
shit
out my
get
mouth,
you-
dog. That shit
that
get me in
shit had
trouble.
you in a different zone.
Fuck
man.
up my pieces of shit at work, dog, laughing at that shit.
His guy
yeah.
album was better than his. That
Take
nigga
off
Top
was better than
Spin
his, so.
album was better than dog.
Nigga, top spin. Don't say this guy. Top spin
Oh,
was
shit.
better.
So who you think, man? So let's little
Take
recap.
off,
Let's
top
recap
spin,
since we
whatever
talked
the fuck
about
that
kind
nigga
of
name
we
is.
had topics, but we kind of covered all of them. You know what I mean? We had topics, but we kind of covered them all within the realm of this conversation. So
doubt.
I'll say, Shamar, what was the moment in this year, man? Since I talked about mine, my moment was the Nas album. What moment in hip hop, man, and rap this year, man, that you think stood out to you?
For me, it was Pusha T.
The Pusha T album.
Yep. The reason why is because a lot of niggas been ducking Drake after what he did to Meek Mill.
Yeah.
Because Meek Mill,
That was big.
after Drake came at that boy, hey, Meek thought he threw something out there that was just going to shut that dude down. And Drake came back like, hold up, man. Let me handle this dude real quick. Nigga, he toe tagged that nigga career.
Mm-hmm.
And this ain't the right year, but it all comes forward. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
And my thing is the resurrection. That's what I'm talking about.
Of the battle.
Not even the battle. My thing is the resurrection of Meek Mill. That's my thing for the year.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's the
Alright.
resurrection
Okay.
Oh, okay.
of Meek Mill.
I thought you was going a different way with it. I thought
No,
you was going
I
as
was
far
breaking
as,
it down. How
Okay.
that nigga got destroyed years ago,
I
like
thought
2
you were
years
saying
ago.
How Pusha T got up on Drake
Yeah.
and kind of reinvigorated
Nuh-uh.
niggas stepping the motherfucker.
That was just part of it.
That was part of it. My
Okay.
shit was how Drake fucked up Meek Mill. Then Meek Mill just disappeared.
Yeah.
Then Drake came into the, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
And Pusha T got on his ass.
yeah.
He's supposed to have been done.
Yeah.
But
see,
this rap game is
different-
fickle
it's
right
different
now.
Yeah.
It's not the same. So if you a nigga that can sell more than anybody,
You can hop back in.
that means more than
Sorta
anything
like
to
how-
everybody.
How it should have happened is how it happened with 50 and Ja Rule.
Yup.
That's how it should have happened.
Yup.
But it
Nigga should have
didn't
been
happen.
done.
Cause 50,
Nigga should have been done.
yeah, he should have been done.
So-
After that shit happened with them two cats, Ja Rule was finished. He
So
was done.
the nigga finished Meek. Meek disappeared for a year.
Yeah. But he was locked up too for a minute.
Yep.
That's what
He
got
was.
him the buzz.
Yeah, you know, tragedy
Yeah, that's what got him the buzz.
That's
That
true.
always
So he
brings
got the buzz and he
popularity
came
most
out
times.
like, bam.
That is true.
Now he back the biggest thing
and
right
he making
now.
his promo run. He on all the little radio shows.
Yeah,
And he lying
Club.
on records.
Yeah,
That 20 mil came off of rap.
all that shit.
He ain't even got 20 mil yet. But these young niggas go for it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave it at that, man. That was my thing for the year. It's
Mill.
lies in rap. It's a lot of fraudulent action in rap.
Oh yeah, of course.
It's so much bullshit
It's like
that these little
wrestling now.
niggas that really believe this shit.
It's like wrestling now.
Nigga, look between the lines, man. That's all I'm saying. Man.
I'll just say this, just some off. Well, just you saying that, some sidebar shit that we was talking about off camera. That chick I showed you.
Mm-hmm.
All them followers, but what was she?
Motherfucking tramp.
Bum, straight up bum, right? So people believe that shit.
Yeah,
They believe that
that's
shit. If
true.
you put it out there, they believe that, dog. Just another quick side story. Payless shoe stores. They
I saw
opened up a
that.
fake store
And let
and then
them
was
rich
selling them
motherfuckers
shoes.
go and
pay for
buy
that
them
dumbass
shoes.
shit.
And them shits
Y'all
was
see that
cheap as a
shit?
bitch.
I saw that.
And them motherfuckers in there like, this is spectacular.
And them shits was like a $20 shoe.
$20 shoes.
And that's what a lot of you bum ass niggas do. Y'all go on Instagram jacking hard on the bitch. Yeah, I'm jacking right
Yep.
now, but I'm jacking about you
Wow.
bum ass
Yeah.
niggas. Y'all be going on Instagram jacking like y'all living, and y'all ain't doing shit. They ain't
Yeah.
doing shit, man.
But that's what I'm saying. Like Payless did that, and they gave them people their money back at the end. But it just
Same
showed.
shit.
It just showed how people are so
They
fickle
fickle. They
with
fickle.
stuff like that. You know what I mean? If it motherfucker put a $500 price tag on it,
they gonna
you
buy
think
it.
it's premium top notch shit.
Yep,
You right.
they gonna buy it.
Yeah, I'll add on to that too. Like some shit that happened in 2018. I think all that whole mentality kind of came to a head
has.
in 2018.
It has,
dog.
man.
It has. Well, how about you, Marcus? What stood out for you, man, in rap, hip hop? You know,
Big moment.
yeah, a moment that stood out to you that an album dropped,
For
anything,
me,
whatever.
For me, it was us, like we talked about earlier, finally getting the chance to get that Black Thought solo shit that we always been waiting on.
Yeah.
And it lived up to, I think, not all of the hype because
Because it was a tickle.
I think it did.
It was a
I-
tickle.
between the
was
two
high.
of them, it did to me.
It was a tickle though.
between
Yeah.
the both of them. It was what I thought it was gonna be.
It was a tickle.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then on some tragedy, on some down shit when Mac Miller passed away. I like Mac Miller.
No, okay.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I fuck with dude.
A lot of people
he was
did
he was
too. He was a good
authentic.
dude.
Yeah,
He
I
was a
liked
good
him.
dude.
He was you know, I hate the way that shit went down, but that was another big moment, you know what I'm saying, for me.
That's what's up. Yeah. So there was some big moments, you know what I mean? Like I said, mine was the Nas album, man, and the way it kind of all went down with Kanye was in the mix, and that kind of put a black eye on what
his
he
album.
was on his album and what he was doing, man. Even that nigga did a album release under Queensbridge,
He
yo.
sure did. Yeah, he did. He sure.
You remember
fuck
that
did.
shit, man? Under Queen, he threw a party in the hood, yo, in Queensbridge. Like, how many cats get to go back to their hood and do shit like that?
I got one more.
You know what I mean?
One more.
Yeah, go for it. What you got?
When little brother got back together and did that show in North Carolina.
See, I wish I could have saw that shit.
Yeah, and it was just like a pop up.
I'm sure it was a pop up because a lot of them cats, that's where they live at.
Yeah, because I told you I talked to that cat, Crisis. With,
Yeah.
and I asked him, I said, man, how the fuck did that happen? He was like, I don't know. He said he was at the house chilling, and he said Ninth Wonder called him and was like, yo, send me them beats for so-and-so, so-and-so. He was like, what you need them for? He was like, just send them to me. And then he said he got on Instagram, and boom, these cats doing a show together. And like, that was the first time them cats been back together. And
If they drop an album in 2019,
Man.
when we do this episode again,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna tell you right now.
Yep.
That's gonna be my motherfucking shit. I'm like, I'm telling you
Yeah.
right now. The Little Brother album.
yeah, all three of them back together again. Yeah, waiting on that.
Yeah, man. That
That
would
was
be.
I forgot about that, but that was when I saw that, I'm like, damn. If I would have knew that was coming, I would have drove over to North Carolina for that one.
Yeah, just to see that shit. That ain't nothing, but that's a little short drive,
That's like
man.
3
So,
hours, ain't nothing.
yeah. So what would be, man? I would say your up and coming artist, man, of the year, yo. Somebody that dropped new shit, you know what I mean? An artist that might have been out for a year or two. Not no OG, old school cat that came back or nothing like that, but just
Right.
a nice up and coming artist, man, or somebody new that dropped, man, that that you might have liked, man, that came out, that might have stood out to you? Who you got, Marcus? Who you thinking about?
Man, that's tough. Come back around to me.
Come back around to me. Who you got, Shamar? You got anybody?
I ain't gonna lie. For me, it's a nigga that been in the game for a minute, but niggas be sleeping on this.
Yeah, it could
nigga,
be who you
dog.
some cat sleeping on in 2018.
I mean, he
man,
don't got no record. Actually, it's a couple niggas, but this nigga right here, Vado.
Vado.
Okay.
Niggas is sleeping on Vado. This nigga bars is ridiculous.
He got it. Man, what albums
Ridiculous.
I listened to? He had some songs on.
Like,
I can't remember.
niggas is sleeping on this nigga so hard, dog.
I ain't gonna lie, man. I've been
hey,
dead sleep on
You
Vado.
ain't wrong, but that nigga nice.
I'm waiting for your guy, the one he put us on, that Milano Constantine dude to come blow up.
Did you listen to those albums?
Yeah, hell yeah, that nigga.
Those
nice.
2 albums,
Yeah.
I told you, dog. That shit, dude, is
That's
actually
one
nice.
right there. Yeah, him.
But yeah, Vado, I just, like I said,
He not even new.
What you know what's crazy is I've only heard, do he even got a whole album out? Because all I've
Man, he
ever
got
heard
so
of him was
many
on features.
mixtapes. No, he got so
He got mixtape shit? Okay.
He got like a shitload. And I fuck with Fred the Godson. Him and fucking Joel Ortiz got a fucking album coming out, but I don't know what the fuck is going on with it.
Yeah.
And that shit fire. They just dropped a single the other day, and that shit fire.
Yeah. So that's a dope up and I think for me, man, he actually been out for a couple years, but he finally then came into his own, man. The Benny the Butcher, yo.
Yeah.
Oh, Benny, my nigga.
It's his time right now.
Yeah, I think he just kind of, that album. Actually, no, I'm gonna put both of them in there, man. Benny and Conway. I'm gonna throw them both in there because that Black album, I like
the Black Tape.
The Black Tape, whatever you fucking call it. Yeah, that shit and the Benny shit.
It's their time
Tana
right now.
Talk.
Them Griselda, that's the Griselda.
It's
they
their
own
time.
Yeah, they own everything right now. Everything.
But I will throw another one in there too, man. The 38 Special Cool G Rap.
That shit is classic.
Yeah, that's another one.
That was a classic album to me.
You can't
man.
skip nothing.
And he
that
been
joint.
out for a little while too.
Yep.
But he finally, I think with this album, because I even looked at on Spotify for that album, man, the streams, because he got his count on. Because you can turn your count on and off, but he got his count on his. Yo, this cat. He got mad numbers on Spotify off that album, man. And I didn't know that he was actually a producer as well, because he actually produced a lot of beats on that album too.
Okay.
Well, word?
Yeah, he did a lot of beats on the album. Some of the dopest songs that I liked that I thought other people did. He actually did them shits, yo. So, but then they also had Preem on there, Pete Rock.
When you got them type of niggas on there that let you know.
Showbiz threw a beat on there. So.
Yeah, it's about his time.
For me, that was a dope up and comer / somebody, cat that dropped that, like boom, you know what I mean? So
right.
Back around to you. Who you got?
Again? Y'all back on me again?
You didn't say nobody.
I did. I said Milano Constantine.
Milano Constantine. Okay, yeah, that's right. Yeah. I'll throw another one in there that you put me on, Locksmith.
Locksmith.
Oh, yeah, Locksmith, nigga.
Yeah,
Locksmith and Apollo Brown.
Yeah.
I went back and listened to it.
Yeah, Locksmith is dope.
And I was,
bars on top of bars on
Yeah,
top.
he's
Where,
dope.
he from Virginia, right?
I don't
think
remember.
so.
I don't know where
he from Virginia.
Or Cali, one of them.
No.
Nah.
Little mulatto motherfucker. I think he from Virginia, dog.
The other cat, too, what's his name? He be on Instagram all the time.
Everybody on Instagram.
Joyner Lucas?
The dude that he was kind of going at it with. Not the Tory Lanez dude, but the other one.
Joyner Lucas.
No.
That who was going at who with?
No.
Locksmith
You know
was
who I'm
going
talking
battling
about.
somebody?
What's his name, man? My son?
My son.
Him.
Man, nigga, my
around
son
for
from
forever.
20 years ago.
But he
My
ain't really
son,
been putting
lefty,
nothing out.
gun up in the
He don't
right
never
palm.
really put
Shoot
nothing
niggas
out.
in their
Putting
sleep
nothing
so
out.
they die calm.
My son
Killer
don't
be
never
killed.
really put
He ain't
nothing
really
out.
be putting nothing out, though.
Nigga,
Jail.
he ain't been
that's
locked up.
You
He
know
been
what?
locked.
That's why, goddamn it.
He been
Yeah,
locked.
that nigga was
I
locked
mean, I
up.
heard of him a long time ago.
Yeah.
And then-
Everybody knew who my son
Yeah,
was
but I'm
back
like,
then, nigga.
lately he been a little bit more visible.
Yeah, he
You know
been a
what
little
I'm
more
saying?
visible,
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
Jail and dropped that freestyle on Funk Flex the first
yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
put him back out here.
yeah.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, that's what's up. So, we was also talking about your album of the year, man. I'm sure y'all got it in your heads. Who was your album of the year, Marcus? Since I'm sure you might have that already.
Master Ace,
The Brooklyn?
Brooklyn Story. That's
That's
motherfucking
your album of
classic,
the year?
nigga.
Yeah, that was a classic
It's
album.
between that and Benny the Butcher.
You gotta pick one, man. Which one you gonna go with?
I'm gonna go with Master Ace because that's
Ace.
my dude. I fucks with Master Ace since the beginning of Juice Crew days.
Yeah, Juice Crew days. Yeah, man. Motherfucking booming in my Jeep.
Yep.
Shit like that.
Even before that.
Yeah.
I can't find a fucking Sitting on Chrome album.
It's not on Spotify.
It ain't on there.
Mad as a bitch one day.
Yeah.
Some 90 shit like, I want to hear Sitting on Chrome.
That's not on Spotify. It's a lot
That
of
song
old school
on
shit.
there.
It's a lot of old school stuff that's not
That song
there.
on there.
The whole album.
The whole
shit
album.
Album.
No, that ain't on there. He only got a couple albums on there.
Yeah, it's a lot that's
Yeah,
not.
that
That's
that
some
was
old
Master
school.
Ace Incorporated or
But
some
that's
shit
from
like
back in the day when cats was signing labels and record deals and, you know, all that crazy ass shit and shit was all fucked up and cats don't own their masters and
Yeah,
stuff
they
like
can't
that.
put that
So,
shit
yeah,
out, yeah.
So, who you got, Shamar, man, your album of the year? What you got for album of the year?
Ain't gonna lie, it's tough.
It's tough, man. You got to pick
That's
one,
hard.
My 5, 38 Special, Pusha T, J. Cole, Benny the Butcher, Joel Ortiz. Out of all of those 5, man, short and simple, I think I'm just gonna have to go with Pusha T, Daytona.
Daytona?
You ain't wrong with that. That's
You're
not
not wrong with that, man.
Production, bars, all that, man, no flaws.
Yeah.
That was a dope album, man. Plus, I like that one, too, because it was short, man. I'm kind of
Short and
I'm into
simple,
the short and
no
simple
flaws.
albums.
Yeah,
man.
it's
I don't
right to
need
the
18, 15, 18, 20 songs.
Yeah, after
on
about
an album,
9, nigga,
You get bored.
Yeah, you can give me
like
you can give me 10 or 12 with like one like 5-minute song mixed in there, but everything else got to be about 3 minutes long, 3.5. And you can give me one long one. I can do about 12, 10,
7 is perfect.
7, 8, perfect.
Give
That's
me
perfect.
10, dog.
10 is perfect. I think
Give me
you remember
10.
Common did what album was that? He did 10. Was it B? The one
Yeah.
Kanye, the
B,
one Kanye
yep,
did.
yep,
it
yep,
was
yep.
10 songs. Bam,
Yep.
yo.
That shit was
10
hot.
is
all
perfect.
10, it was all 10 of them was
All
like
10 of them
bam.
motherfuckers was hot.
Even if you got an intro and an outro, nigga.
Yeah.
10 is perfect.
All 10 of them
Yep.
was I forgot about that one. Yeah.
Yep. For me, man, it was hard. I got a few. I'll throw some honorable mentions in there to myself. The 38 Special and Coogee Rap. That shit was dope.
That was one of mine. My top
Yeah,
5.
man.
Streams of Thought 2.
Streams of Thought 2, the Nas album, the Smoke DZA, Not For Sale. That was those was in my top ones, man. But I would say, and the Conway shit, and the Benny the Butcher shit was all in my
it's
top
too
shit.
many.
It's like I
We all
said, man,
got them.
2018, dog,
was
was like,
deep.
Hey, we got some of the same
It was
joints.
deep in
But I
2018.
would say, since like I said, I would give y'all one.
What you got?
I would give you one straight.
got? What you
One.
got?
I would the Royce Book of Ryan.
Damn, I
You can't
That's
go
my-
wrong with
That's
it.
my album.
Yeah,
You can't go wrong with it.
Even though he had maybe I think like it was like one song in there that I just really. But as far as the totality of that album, yo,
It was a complete album.
Yeah, to
like,
me, yo,
from top to bottom.
because for me, like the top two for me, even though I listed all those albums, was that or the Nas album. So
I get what you're saying though. Like
Those
the way
two-
that shit was put together,
the way-
it was
Yeah.
perfect.
So we got 3 totally
yeah,
different.
Yeah, man,
That's cool.
That's dope though.
Use the Master Ace,
Yep.
Shamar, you said
Pusha T.
Pusha T.
And you said
I'm gonna say
Royce.
the
And all
Royce,
3 of
Royce
them
the
is-
5'9", the Booker, yeah,
Can't
the
go
Booker
wrong.
Ryan.
That's
Can't
3.
go wrong.
Yeah.
That was since Mook in here, man. What was your album of the year? Even though it was from like '97.
Huh.
Look at that. check
It was like
him out.
96. nigga. It's from 94.
My album of the year. Real shit.
This nigga gonna say
Not mixtape,
this
nigga.
nigga gonna say Smooth a Hustler broken language.
I got one. You on the whole album?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That Dipset. That Diplomatic.
Oh, that first
This
one.
nigga, this nigga said his
Listening
album
to
of the
gangster
year
music.
is Diplomatic
My album of the
Community.
year right there.
What year was that?
That shit was like, hold on.
What was that like?
Hold on, I'm finna tell you what it is, right? That shit might have been like.
Hey, I can't do
He said the Wu-Tang double album,
Triumph.
Triumph album. and shit. That was like
Album of the year.
97.
I'm telling you, dog.
Hold on, I'm finding out when that damn Diplomats.
I had to
That
ask,
shit was this
dog.
year.
No, he talking about the first one,
he talking
nigga.
about
Oh,
the
Diplomatic
first
Immunity?
Yeah, nigga.
Man, 2003, nigga.
2003.
Yeah, it was right there,
Boy,
2003.
We know
so
it. Hey, 2003 all
listening
day.
to gangster music,
Right there, boy.
and
That
yeah,
shit was classic,
Yeah.
my nigga.
that
Nigga
was,
said album of the year was Diplomatic
and the
Immunity.
Wu-Tang double album
and
with Triumph.
Triumph.
Hey, Hell Real and Uncasa. Hell Real and
Reunited.
Uncasa laced them joints, didn't they, dog?
Wu-Tang, motherfuckers.
Intro, outro.
Outro snap.
All right, that was funny, dog.
He took it back.
That
Had
was
a
nigga
couple
album of the
features.
year.
They had top spin on that
had
motherfucker.
top spin on there and shit.
I be religiously
And he said, let's take it back to 79.
Right. Top spin and
That's what's up, man. This was a dope episode, man. We covered a lot of shit. It's not the longest episode yet, though. We did do a long one. I forgot what episode it was.
This is longer than our last one.
It was.
It's longer than the last one for sure.
We bought it. We bought it a 2-piece.
Yeah. But I expected that because we covered a lot of shit, yo. We covered We covered 2018. We went month to month, yo, like all the way down top to bottom. So from January
we can only
to
hope
December.
that 2019 be. I don't think it's gonna be.
I
this
don't
dope.
think it's gonna happen.
If it could be 70%
if
of
we
what
can get
this
70%
was.
of 2018 and 2019, we'll be all right.
Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna happen.
You don't think so?
Niggas set the bar
But
so
you know
high.
what'll make it
The
hot?
competition was so high this year.
So name 3 people that'll come out next year that'll kind of bring it into what it was this year.
Bring it in.
That didn't come out last year.
I'm throwing Kiss in the mix.
Kiss
dropped something.
Reggie Noble.
Man, Reggie better kiss my ass. You know that's one of my favorite
That's like
rappers,
the third
dog.
time he done said something since we've been recording shit about Redman,
No,
dog.
you know
that's
my favorite rapper.
your feelings about that
You know
shit,
that's
man.
one of my favorite rappers, man. That nigga disappointing me right now. He
Kiss,
dropping freestyles and shit.
Reggie Noble, and one more. Hove need to come back. Give us one
I'll
more.
tell you, dog.
I'm good on Hov.
Nah,
Y'all
I'm
like
good
the
on
last
Hov.
one?
I didn't listen to it because I ain't
That
got
shit
no
was
title
dope.
or no shit like
You
that,
ain't got
man.
it. It's on Spotify.
It's on Spotify now?
Yeah.
You talking about his album?
The 444 was dope.
It was
Spotify
cool.
now?
It was cool. It was cool.
Kiss,
I'm going to tell you
Reggie Noble.
We was talking about this in the car. I'm waiting for the next Black Thought album, and I'm going to say it right here, right now. It's going to be Black Thought Alchemist.
Yeah, I can see that.
I would love to.
That would be dope.
Shit. Watch. It's going to be Black Thought Alchemist. He do.
Alchemist and Static Selector, nigga, I'd be good.
I told you I'm still
Either one of those, yeah, that'll
I'm
be
still
dope.
waiting on them combos. I'm still waiting on motherfucking Fonte and goddamn Q-Tip.
Yeah.
Telling you, or motherfucking Planet Asia and Pete Rock. If that happened, nigga, it's a shutdown. That's it.
Yeah, so yeah, that'd be dope, man. So yeah, those if we get those in 2019, we'll be dope, man. Hopefully 2019 it'll be dope, just like 2018, man. I'm glad y'all brothers came through.
No doubt.
And
For sure.
kind of went over 2018 with me, man, over here at the Golden Era Podcast. Remember, goldenerapodcast.com. Golden Era Podcast at IG. Make sure y'all leave some comments, man.
Yeah, tell us what y'all think y'all albums was.
Yeah, what was your dope albums of 2018?
It ain't gotta
Sorry
be.
if we offended y'all.
It ain't
if
gotta
y'all
be
fuck with Migos.
It
and
ain't
shit.
gotta be none of the shit we said. It could be whatever
Yeah, do
you like.
Do you?
Yeah.
It is what it is, and then we'll talk about it. You know what I mean?
So if that's some dope shit y'all listen to this year in 2018, leave that shit in the comments, man. And like I said, it was dope 2018. Hope we have a dope 2019 in hip hop, man, and rap. And make sure y'all stay out of the bullshit, stay out of the gossip, and listen to the fucking music. You know what I mean?
Word.
Hope your favorite rapper can rap.
Exactly. Peace.
Holla.
This is the Golden Era.